Welcome back to Geekin Out. I'm yours truly, the Dave Bison, here with the boys, DonPrime, Blade, CMB,
Hello.
and the Bouncer V.
What's going on, everybody?
What's up?
Good evening, Geekin Out. Thank you for dropping with us and watching us from the OSDTZ whatever to the DMZT. Yeah, sorry, that was my crappy good morning Vietnam.
Good evening, guys. Good evening,
Yeah.
Good morning, everybody.
Exactly, so thank you. That was my crappy attempt. Sorry, Robin Williams, I did you shame.
How
You
dare
did all
you?
right, man. You did all right.
How dare you? So, how's everybody's week? Are y'all okay? Are your wallets safe? Are they all right?
I'm all right.
I mean, I haven't spent any money this week, so yeah. I've
Good for
mostly...
you. Good for
Oh my
you.
God, the mega gun!
I was just actually stretching.
Hold on.
Right.
Everybody.
Yeah,
those
they're like
are
kind of saying that jokingly,
those.
but sticking the knife in because we talked before and you know what happened this weekend. So
Yeah.
I was,
I don't know if Lane and CNB know, or V. I bought a Ford Bronco.
Nice.
Oh, you did? Nice, man.
I'll get it tomorrow.
Awesome.
You told me over the weekend that you picked it up.
Yep.
I thought you. I saw you talking about it. I didn't know you actually bought it. So that's awesome, dude. No
Yeah,
one
I'll
can
get
buy
it
cars
tomorrow.
today.
The
That's
screwed
awesome.
up
You
thing
got
is,
it.
they gave me with all the incentives and all that stuff, I got $15,500 for my truck trade-in.
Oh,
I bought it
really?
5 years ago for $22,000.
Holy shit.
It's
Like
those
they have no used stock. And the thing is, it still has 7 weeks left on its 5-year 60K warranty. So it's still technically a certified warranty vehicle.
Nice.
Damn, dude.
Yep.
That's a good trade-in, man.
Yeah, the vehicle price was like 38 plus, but with my trade in all that incentives and after I throw a little cash down payment, I'm only gonna have to finance it for 17.
Not bad at all.
Ford Bronco Big Ben.
Not bad at all, man.
Yeah, I was on P-Rock's stream last night in person.
Yeah, I
So
heard
we
you were
just
the
been,
bouncer.
yeah.
So
Let's
he
come-
looked like
let's
a
put
character
behind him.
from a bad PS2 game by Square Enix.
Square Enix,
Yeah, the
damn.
bouncer. Do you
The
remember that
bouncer?
game?
Yes.
Yeah. It's like
That-
every character was like dressed like a Final Fantasy character.
Yeah, and it was a terrible beat 'em up, and it was delayed like a year, and it was one of the big side games that turned out to mostly be not good. Like
No.
65 to
Wow.
70% game.
I was expecting Final Fight. I'm like, we're gonna get a new Mayor Mike Hagar, and then we're like, no, you're just gonna get a grunt. This is like basically the equivalent of the Halo show.
But hey, guys, I do want to say one thing though. Marcus with a K is right. More like $375 after shipping and taxes for what? A basic figure. First Avengers Hulk original price was $299.
When did that
You know
come
what?
out?
You know what I gotta say about that? You know what I have to say about that, Marcus with a K? You know what I say about that? Oh wait, damn it! There you go.
You did do that. You did do that right.
No! 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 No!
So
Yes, that's all I gotta say.
What Nate is saying is he wishes right now he was saying he was Hot Toys collector circa 2010 to 2012 rather than 2022 right now.
Oh my god! I just can't believe we're getting into the. We're going to be spending $300 for these figures now. That's what's going to happen.
We were already doing that within the last like 6 months.
All right.
Well, the thing is, when you hit the tax and shipping, you'd be hitting the $300 range. I'm talking about straight out, like pre-order,
straight cash, homie.
Straight cash pre-order, and then you got to hit the $400 range with the taxes and shipping. This is crazy,
dude.
I'll just say this. At this point, the MCU died with me with Tony Stark. I'll just say that.
Well, don't worry.
Don't say that.
So you don't have a love of 3,000 for Marvel, is what you're saying?
At this point, no.
Your love is like about like -1 for Marvel.
Don't worry, Don. There's
again,
still plenty of $400
here's the
figures
thing
of Tony Stark.
with Hot Toys and Marvel. If Infinity War, Endgame prior, I'll look at it. Anything after at this point, I'm like, yeah, that's where it ended with me.
So all right, I did a quick inflation calculator on what that Hulk price was.
Yep,
So
yep.
it was $299, right? Retail. Right
Uh-huh.
now, if it was retail today, it'd be about $45.
Which would still be an
345.
instant buy for a Hulk.
Yeah,
Well,
for a Hulk.
340. Well, it'd be 345, but I think they could throw in some incentives.
It'd be 375 to 380 Sideshow price.
There you go, Sideshow. I was about to say.
No, this is the 299. Yeah, but the 299 is the Sideshow price, though. That's the problem.
But 345 looks too for Avengers Hulk. 345 doesn't sound. It sounds cheap to me. It's probably gonna go. It will probably go a little higher.
This just means Thermal's gonna have to start buying figures for cigars and bacon now instead of vice versa. So he makes a lot more of the big bucks. Isn't that right, Cigars?
Yep. He's gonna have to start going to work. There ain't no such child labor laws in this house. Get to work.
But you know, Zard Carfax put up a good point here. Nobody better say crap about price in our figures.
Well,
so here's my question to you guys. Do you think, you know, the rise in prices? That's what I wanted to do stream today. You know, with the rise of prices for hot toys. It's not only hot toys, but everything is going up. Everything. Toilet paper, freaking essentials, food, okay, water. Everything's going higher.
Baby formula.
Baby formula.
Formula is just you can't even get it.
I'll just tell you this, flat out. I had to pay $3,000 over the sticker price, but was the listed sticker price online for my truck.
Jeez. Well, and you know, and Nate, to comparison, where you're talking about, I mean, I think we should keep our discussion in the realms, obviously, in collectibles, because that's primarily what we do it. Yep. But just for people not to think that, you know, because a lot of our audience focus on hot toys, they might do a little statue here and there or something like that. But to like just put in comparison to people who may not look at statues. So we're not to know that we're not just talking about banging on hot toys in Sideshow for pricing. To put it in context for a different format, Prime One just put out their new Batman statue from their death metal line, which they have a whole stack of them that's been running for a while, and metal and death metal. So Batman DC Heroes one, they just put out Death Metal Batman, which is a newer line. So to put it in context for how much they are, one of the last statues that they put out for pre-order was like Punchline, back I think in May or in January, March or February, sometime. It's been available for a little while. It was $1,500. It's a third scale statue. So we all know, you know, we've all looked at it at some point. Maybe those said, ooh. Now, if everybody now talk about price, if you need a bang for your buck, for wonderful bang for your buck to fit nice and not, you know, as Nate is showing off, eat like 2 shelves, that is the bad boy that would be perfect for you. The Hulkbuster from 3.0, which is $249, which is an absolute wonderful price.
But this also happens to be a potential $3,000 giveaway prize. From
Oh, really? Well,
yep.
I think people in our chat, if you are not already a member, it is time to subscribe. Make sure you keep hitting the likes, keep tuning in, and engaging with us in some wonderful discussions about stuff 95% of the time we like.
Exactly.
So go ahead.
But sorry, I didn't mean to get sidetracked. To put in the price for the latest Batman. So we've had a third scale majorly. I'm just doing one that I know I've looked at and that came out this year for pre-order within the last 3 or 4 months. That was $1,500, which is pretty high even for a third scale. Now that is for the deluxe version, which comes with multiple head sculpts and everything. So looking at this, like it has a lot of extra pieces, like the Doctor Strange does. They just put this Batman out. It's going to have multiple pieces. It is $1,799. That is $300 more than a previous third scale from this year within the last, you know.
So it went up $300.
Yeah. Now it's a little bit bigger, and I think has some other pieces. So there are other contributing factors.
Now the $300 doesn't for what you're getting with that piece,
and that's
does that merit the $300 extra?
that's whatever. As we would say with these figures for third scale, it depends is it worth it to you or not. But I just want to put in kind of a comparison. Now, obviously, $1,000 third scale versus around 12-inch Hot Toys figures that are different, but the level of scale for stuff going up gives you a comparison. I want to give people a different scale and collectible just for how much it is going up.
Don't forget, Prime 1 shipping also went up another $200.
That's like $400 or $500. I'm leaving out shipping. Like that. That's going into different levels for shipping with those things, unless you're getting an item shipped like a hot toy from Hong Kong or something, and that's DHL, and that's already wacky. But just to kind of to give another collectible that's large that some other people to give comparison to is like how much of that went up, which I think probably percentage wise.
You know what,
relevant.
Lane? You know what else I want to bring up though? Not only licensed companies, but third parties are going up as well.
Yeah,
third party prices on figures. Yeah,
that Air Predator. There were two of the Vulture, the Air Predator, Air Predator, and I forget what the other one is. But there was another one that came available because I looked at them on Friday night on another stream. We were looking at them, and they're like $250 or $300, and they're not as big as like the Jazzing one. You know, this like Lou has. It's like 4 feet long. They're big, but yeah, it's insane, man. That's a hot toy price. A higher hot toy price that we're talking about is crazy.
Yep. And no, it's okay. So 340. Yeah, both of them were 340. 340, 345. I think it's something around that lines. But yeah, third parties are going up. Like everybody's going up in price. And then someone else brought up a good comment here. Okay, so Carlito's like, art is partially to blame. Everyone said competition would be good, but it backfired. Hot Toys just raised their prices to match. If they don't, Hot Toys will give the perception of lower quality.
I could see that. I could see that.
So let's throw this over to V. V, what do you got to say about that?
No, man, because like Hot Toys is like they're the dudes that put 1/6 on the map, right? They're the guys that are running the show. They're the Apple, they're the Google, whatever you want to do, the Tesla out there. So they're the high end guys. So if they don't go any lower than any third party guys that's offering kind of a lesser quality of the figure, then it looks bad on them. Like I know for us it looks like a deal, but for their image of being like the top tier, the Cadillacs of 6 figures, they still got to make that mark. So anyone that does a third party, you charge over, they got to respond back to that. So that's kind of like the idea of where I agree with that. Like that.
Do you think the reason why of these other than what the world troubles that we're getting into right now, right?
Yeah.
The rises of prices of material and all that. That's all that is involved into what's going on with the higher prices. But do you think that InArt's pricing of them coming out first out with their figures, with the way they're pricing their figures? Do you think that they had sort of a influence on Hot Toys pricing now? With their
because
this is not the only one. The other one that had freaking hell to pay was the freaking Bestman Luke.
Yeah.
For a roly-poly Darth Vader.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That was ridiculous. But yes, go on.
No, you're right, man. Because the thing that happened, right, with InArts, with the Joker, it showed that the if you put out a higher price, the customers will respond positively to it. It wasn't a negative fashion because they sold out of everything, right? Even though that's like open on third parties, but on their end, on Queen Studios' end, they're fully sold out, no matter what. Because everyone, the demand and the hype and everything was there, and they met it, and they're gonna get their paycheck, regardless of whatever other third party does with their open slots right now. Their Queen Studios is, they're going to the bank. So they made their money. They made their profit. And now, Hot Toys is listening. They're seeing, if we make some, with some hype here, we can definitely make the money. And you could see that. You could see the response here. Like, look at the things that have been frozen since 2018, right? They're now finally coming out. Like all these hype figures back then are like, oh, this Bestman Luke, you get these clone troopers again, all these guys come back out. and people responding like, you know, the higher price, like, well, this is the grail time to get it back in. They're like, all right, yeah, I have to get it back. So, and you look at the top sellers and see what's selling there. So that's kind of the idea. Like, you know, people that, like when I said like vote with your dollars, with your wallet, you know, you do have power, and you know, Hot Toys and InArt will respond to that. Just don't give into FOMO and hype. If you feel like these are too high. So if you feel it's too high, then you know you gotta bow out or something. Not bow out, but you know.
But here's another thing that I want to bring up too, right? Okay, so when we look at the Star Wars brand, right? So let's look at the new pre-orders. The Clone Trooper for $330. When did the 50 first come out? Not come out for pre-order. Came out for pre-order.
Summer of last year, or no?
Summer
May 2021.
Was that the pre-order?
2020?
It was 2020.
No, that's when they came out. That's when they.
Yeah, it was pre-order 2020. Would they physically come out?
They came out like 9 or 10 months afterward. It wasn't even a full year, I think.
So,
exactly.
So okay, the reason why I brought that up, Clone Trooper $230, right?
Mm-hmm.
Look at the 501st regular edition $220, $10 more. Okay, that ain't too bad. That, you know,
remember that regular one comes with some extra stuff that is also like found with the deluxe version. So it's a median
heads, backpack,
between,
guns.
It's the median between those two.
So the reason why I brought that up is that there has to be something more that's going on, because I'm thinking that the Marvel brand is a much higher license to deal with, especially with the actors and their likenesses.
Maybe Benedict Cumberbatch had renegotiated or had something with that particular, his likeness renewed. Might have been more expensive.
Dab on these higher prices. Damn. Damn. Listen to your mother. She knows better.
Oh yeah, do that dab, Nate.
Damn.
Damn. TD is with us.
That's a perfect. We need to get that some music, and that can be Thermal can be the chorus line there. But Nate, you just gotta dabinate.
Please stop.
Dabinate? I like that song. What you
Dabinate.
Dude,
okay,
yeah.
we'll take
Dabinate.
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 I'm up for that.
Dabinate.
Dabinate. We need like an emoji now. We need to create an emoji of a dabinate. Give us the dabinate.
Dabinate.
Like, how did I get sucked into this tonight?
I don't know
Give
why.
Give me a Hot Toys dabinate.
Give me a Hot Toys dabinate with the authentic 1/6 scale Gundam hat dabinate with Pokeball attached. Like, gotta collect all Hot Toys. Gotta collect all Hot Toys.
It's like, Nate, how do you say Megalodon?
Megalodon.
Dab. Dabinate. Megalon. Dab.
Megadon.
Megadon. Oh my god.
Megalon.
So all right, so let's go down the list. DonPrime, your thoughts on what's going on with the Doctor Strange hilarious 335, because this year we got the pre-order for this year Doctor Strange from No Way Home for 315 with a light up base. There's no light up anywhere. This is a second head sculpt for 335.
I mean, like if you're gonna take the initial jump up point from a collector, you're gonna think Hot Toys is trying to capitalize. They're trying to scalp. But the thing is, just in the last 6 weeks, material prices have risen like 38%. So, yes, Hot Toys is trying to get theirs. There's no doubt about that. Okay, because here's the thing. And again, not getting into politics or whatever, they're still in Hong Kong, and Hong Kong still has certain things. So Hong Kong companies are still trying to get theirs based on the capitalistic markets. But also at the same time, they're facing inflation, increased costs. What potentially the supplier quoted them for their materials for the No Way Home Doctor Strange, it might have risen 83%.
No,
for the mom version of Doctor Strange, because again, materials are now costing so much more. There's supply issues, labor issues. So, and again, there's also global inflation. But here's the thing. This is also going for like 260, 270 in Hong Kong. That's, 260, 270 US
That's
dollars.
a lot less.
So when you actually look at what it's legitimately going for in Hong Kong, and then what Sideshow's going, like actually charging for it, this is actually a lower markup than normal compared to what the Hong Kong market is to what Sideshow charges. So I'm almost thinking Sideshow lower the price because they know the inflation is so bad. They actually do their normal markup. No one's gonna buy this.
Wait. So you're telling me that this is a lot cheaper than what it
could
could have
potentially have been? Yes. Now, and again, I know some people are gonna look at me. They're gonna scoff. This could have potentially been $355.
That would have been a big no.
Everything in perspective, based on what Hong Kong prices were. Then you add the normal Sideshow markups just for the figure price, not including shipping and tax. I think Sideshow.
Well, oh, that's right. Yeah. Monica did say that Monica was surprised by the 335 because Monica kept saying that it was going to be 350.
Yeah.
Exactly. And so that's what I'm going with. I'm saying Sideshow might have actually cut the price of what they were originally anticipating this to be in order to sell more. They'll cut the price $15 to sell $300 more figures. Because this is the point. Sideshow is now going to be hit with the inflation, the increased price of materials, the increased overall cost of a product from Sideshow when it's shipped and they actually get it in the warehouse when it's offloaded from the boat in the LA dock. I'm saying Sideshow for this decreased their overall profit margin.
I wonder about that, DonPrime, because but they just put out their Psylocke statue, which I was really shocked. They kept her at a price of $625, which was about in line with a lot of their other recent statues, So it could be the import fees and other stuff that also would be affecting this with that pricing.
Yeah, but here's the thing. I mean, I know we all like to gig on prices and all that. I think, and again, I have no information, but again, just based on market fluctuations, price, I'm going to go out on a limb and say Sideshow actually cut their profit margin on this figure to potentially give collectors a break. Again, I have nothing to prove that, but based on what the price is in Hong Kong, you take all the market issues going on right now with everything involved and what they're charging for this based on what me and Nate have seen for projections from people in the know in Hong Kong. I'm gonna honestly say I think that Sideshow is attempting to do collectors a break, and they're cutting their profit margin on this figure. I honestly believe that.
I think you're right, man. I mean, they have to see something. They obviously know the trends behind their scenes of who's buying what. So it would make sense what you're saying, Don, is that the markup they kind of took a little bit back, so it's not as egregious. Because there's nothing. Usually, you'd see a higher price with something that's diecast here, right? You wouldn't see something with just a regular figure. But I guess shipping costs. I don't know. I don't know where they would get the cutback from, but I could see them taking a little bit of loss there just for the Doctor Strange.
Hey, take a loss. That I'd be very surprised they made the decision to do this because that's another thing too. Is like people were all over saying this was going to be 350. I was like, you out of your damn minds. There's no way it's going to be about 350. I was still out of my damn mind with this was 335.
I'm sorry. I'm still on the high of actually able to go to a dealership and actually not only find a Ford Bronco on the lot, but a souped out edition of it. So, yeah, But here's the thing. I honestly think Sideshow knows the market. I mean, how many Doctor Strange are there in it? This is basically the Mandalorian 2.0 for situation, where they're releasing a figure, and there are like let me rephrase that. A figure's already announced, and they're releasing basically a 2.0 version of it. So again, Sideshow, they're gonna cap their market increase $15, make the 335 instead of 350. And you know what? That $15 difference mentally is going to make a big difference to people. 335 mentally after you factor in shipping and taxes is going to make a big deal to people instead of it being 350. Because guess what? The overall price of this is still going to be less than 400. This was 350. The overall price would be above 400.
Well,
So
we are going to be
this is a
spending about
calculated move.
$375. We'll be paying about $375 with tax and shipping out the door.
Someone figured it out.
I just think this is a calculated move from Sideshow at this price.
I think it's
Again,
like
I could be
380 or
totally
381.
wrong, but again, I think this is a calculated move. Again, based on everything in the market. You know,
But do you think this
jobs.
is? You think this is right to price it at these figures at this point? Like, do you think like when you're making a figure and you're calculating the price, does anyone like figure in like, hey, this might be too expensive for this figure, or are they just like factoring like licensing, shipping, and all that stuff beforehand and be like, hey, let's just
here's
try to give them the
thing,
best we can.
You also brought up a good point.
We are in the end game now.
Licensing fee though for Benedict Cumberbatch because he's essentially now in his second contract.
Isn't it Cumberbatch?
Add to the list.
Cumberbunch.
No, he's Cumberbunch, man.
Cumberbunch.
We're going for it. Yeah.
We owe him a bunch of money. Yes.
Yep.
We own him a bunch of money.
I mean, it might not even be Cumberbunch. It might not even be Cumberbunch. It might be just Disney in general. Like Disney in general, like with Marvel itself. Like we see what Star Wars is doing, right? Like the clones are like they're moderately priced, except for Luke. Obviously, he's better.
Well, here's the thing though. With Luke, you can get it for $285, and the deluxe piece is the freaking Darth Vader, which was $345. Which I was like, nah, man, that's freaking ridiculous for a freaking Darth Vader roly poly helmet. Are you out of your damn mind? I don't even include the damn snowy base. You out of your damn mind with that? That thing was they just threw that in because they ran out of bases at that point. Okay, so and also with the regular edition DX, you get the nice, cool Bespin rehash 2.0 base from Boba Fett's Sideshow figure. So either way, with that being said, I'm here. I'm just trying to figure this out. Like with Marvel, I think Marvel has some type of when it comes to the license, there has to be more involved with that. Except for Marvel has to be the more expensive license compared to Star Wars, because Star Wars you don't see these price hikes like this. You don't see these price hikes like that. The only one that I got like freaking obliterated with was freaking Bespin Luke. Everybody else, $10 more.
I mean,
$5 more, $15 more.
Look at No Way Home Tom Holland though. Isn't that like a bit up there too? Isn't like with the deluxe 400? What was the cost of that one with the deluxe base?
The base that was like you mean that light up Doc Ock base?
Yeah, with everything in there. How much is that one?
$425.
$425.
But you also get an extra head sculpt with that too.
True, but it's still pushing a lot, though.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Like, Marvel has to be the most expensive right now.
Absolutely.
When it comes, like, you don't see it with you don't see it with Star Wars Hot Toys, but you see it with Marvel. It's ridiculous.
And Andre, like we're that's the thing. We're trying to like break down because here's the thing. Like, it's a clear division though between under Disney itself. Like we thought, like maybe it's just Disney doing it itself, but there's a clear division here that we're seeing, like with what Marvel's putting out and then what Star Wars is putting out. There's like a variance of like, hey, why is one just more extra here? than what it is down there. But you might be onto something about like consumer demand, and and obviously license fees is what we're talking about as well. But maybe the demand over in China is a little bit higher over there, because we know Marvel sells very well over there, more than Star Wars.
Yeah, I'm already seeing people. Bob Dylan, he was like, no. Speaking of Bob Dylan over here, he was saying that he's gonna be switch over to statues in the comment section. I was like, wait a minute, what? No way, Bob. You move because of these prices. You can move in. If I'm gonna spend $400 on a damn 1/6 scale figure, I might as well go to statues. And
Dude, I'll tell you this.
I mean, honestly,
I paid like $625 for my Rancor statue to arrive broken, and I'm like,
Rancor.
Yeah, I'm never gonna buy a statue again.
Wait, who said that?
B-Rock is in here.
Oh, I was like, who is this man?
Lane calls it a Rancor.
Rancor. What's this
Rancor
picture you
like a
have as your image?
Yeah.
All right.
I just so used to sunglasses.
I know. I was like, I was confused. I hear this disembodied voice come out of nowhere. And I was like, is that TD? It grew up so fast.
Damn, dude, that's an ugly ass baby picture.
Hey,
all right, hold on. Let me bring it up. I'm gonna bring it up.
You ever heard of the ugly duckling?
Oh my God! What is wrong with you, man?
That's the ugly duckling, man. What's going on?
Is that you as a child?
Perhaps it was. No,
I know that's me. I'm like, hey,
I was about to say that. I was about to say
I shaved my face. That's the one thing you don't know about me.
Please tell me that's not after plastic surgery, P-Rock.
No, that's before and during.
And during.
It's all over.
Time out.
I just know it's done.
Oh, look who's that? Who's DonPrime? Look at that. Yo, Don.
Come out.
Yo, Don.
We need to work it out.
That's so cool. Eyes light up. Damn.
Zar Carfax said that he picked up a Bronco as well, so dab on him. That's funny. Well, everybody's buying a Bronco apparently.
They just came back, right? The Bronco.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me see. Nate, you still getting the new Mythos Darth Vader? Yeah, that'll be the only one I'm getting as far as statues are concerned. I still want to get that because that's the only one I've seen that's a battle damage Darth Vader. Unless Kenobi, they drop a battle damage Darth Vader on us, then I might consider skipping the Mythos. The only reason why I would get the Mythos Darth Vader is because there's no other company doing a battle damage Vader. As far as like figure wise or statue wise, that Mythos Darth Vader from Sideshow, that thing is freaking amazing. So if Hot Toys does drop a battle damage Darth Vader for Kenobi, if he gets that battle damage, then I'm like, okay, then I might skip on the Mythos Darth Vader because Hot Toys is going to be doing one once the scale figure. That will be my only reason why I say no to that Mythos Darth Vader. If Hot Toys drops a battle damage Darth Vader. So here I brought up the Spiderman Deluxe Edition for No Way Home because V was talking about it. So it's $425, right? You not only get this big ass freaking base with light up functions, whatever, right? You also get a second head sculpt with this. So you get pretty much 3 head sculpts for $425. But the thing is that base though. That base, they're throwing more incentive in here. Then with 285, now here with 285, you do get the max head sculpt and a regular head sculpt. You see? So 285 is the norm. The 285 is the norm when it comes to a head sculpt and a max head sculpt. Okay, 285. But that the whole thing with Doctor Strange, 335 without no awesome base. Without with a second head sculpt, it should have been at least 300, at least starting out, maybe 310.
Yeah, I feel like that's right.
320, no one would have an issue with this. At 320,
I don't know.
315, it should have been.
If you guys had 315, that's why I agree. 315.
Yeah, because he had the other Strange with a base
for 2 head sculpts 6 months ago.
Nate, bring up the other head Strange.
The strange with the
I'll be
Cadalon.
even.
The one with the Cadalon.
The Cadalon, yeah, the
Yeah,
grill.
with the glowing sperm.
Yeah. It's a family channel.
I know, B man.
P-Rock.
I'm sorry.
What you do? What did I do?
P-Rock, why'd you say this? This is your fault.
P-Rock,
B-
what should have been in last night?
B's having flashbacks from last night, man. You gotta stop that, B. You gotta stop that, B.
P-Rock's coming in here to rock, and now we're all blaming him for everything.
I know, man. I just came in to play.
Let me just look.
That's your fault, P-Rock.
It's not my fault. I just what would I do?
Yes, everybody
You know
blamed
what you
T-Rock because on the 24-hour stream, he kept blaming me for everything. So it's
It's your
T-Rock's
fault, man.
fault.
It is your fault, cigar. I just dropped my chapstick because of you cigars.
Here we go. Here
I
we
lost
go
it.
again.
I lost something already.
So-
We just started the stream. I found it.
So here's the thing, though. You see, 315 for the glowing sperm, the grill,
No, for real, right? Why not? It's not.
It's a family channel. But I'm gonna
Family
say
channel.
anyways.
Anyway,
And the Cadalon with the rice and
The
everything.
P-Rock infection is hit, so everybody starts sperming it up.
No.
Let's semen it up.
what do I do?
Phrasing.
Daycare.
Phrasing.
P-Rock daycare. Now, for real talk, though, let's go back to this 315, right? Look at this.
Yeah, that's worth.
I'm
worth
okay
it.
with this. I'm
Yeah.
okay with this for 315.
Me too.
Yeah, go ahead, P-Rock.
I'm sorry. No, I agree. Me too. I agree with you. This is a good price. 315.
315, get the light up base, get the grill, you know. And, hey, this base you literally dynamic pose the hell out this with this figure with that damn base. Now with the new Doctor Strange for 335, they don't even give you a big ass base. They give you a freaking I don't know what they're called, the Guardians of the Galaxy bases.
Now, you know, I mean, this Doctor Strange, what the stuff comes to, is within relative pricing range that we have for the No Way Home like line, I guess, figures. With Iron Man died, his price is yeah. Well, you know, there's still we've got them coming between 360 and like, well, I mean, even the Doctor Strange, you know, the Iron Strange is like 440. So in comparison to for some of the other Iron Man or Ironed Up heroes, it's still the high, end of ones upcoming. But
Love it. I love your laugh.
This one feels like within its line of figures, within the right pricing range for what comes with it, with the base, everything. Because obviously it's not expensive or as dynamic as the integrated suit base, but it also is comparable, you know, not quite as large or something, say like as the Spider-Man damage suit one, that's 345, because it's a bigger base, you know, and stuff. So, but that's what it just feels, I'm surprised they don't have some kind of base with the other one. Then, you know, maybe not as unique to this, but something a little unique with that or something.
Honestly, like I thought there was going to be something of like musically attached to it. Like
the music
like,
fight
not
that we didn't talk about.
Spoilers or anything.
You know that's a ripoff of Fantasia, right?
No, what are you talking about? I don't know.
DonPrime, it's Disney. Disney is the old Fantasia.
It's supposed to be an homage because they do. It's like you know, whatever. I don't know. Who cares? Anyways, these prices suck.
Yeah.
You know what's gonna suck even more? Freaking PJ brought this up. Next year will Hot Toys prices be $400 for a 1/6 scale?
That's gonna be peace out, baby.
Yeah. Yep. Probably. Yeah. You know, you're totally right, PJ. Man, this is what we're looking at. Like, if these are going this direction and inflation's going that up, you're like, if it goes once it goes to 350, we're already having it with Iron Man, right? Like Iron Man is up there. He's already at 400.
Always been kind of up there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Well, the Iron Man, they've been steadily going up. You know, it's not like what they pulled with a Doctor Strange up in here, throwing barely anything with it, except for a new head sculpt. Which, hey, I get it. New head sculpts, 2 new head sculpts, I get it. But I'm like, for 335 versus the 315 with the light up feature in the base, I feel I'm just trying to figure out where is the play here when it comes with these prices.
I'll just say this, Nate. I'll just say this: be prepared. Thor: Love and Thunder figures are going to be $350 to $385.
Oh, yo, if this is any, if the prices here that we see with Doctor Strange has any merit to what's going to happen in the future, I could see figures with 2 head sculpts, right, being the norm for $325 or $335.
No,
Hell,
I'm saying higher.
You're saying higher.
That like Padme, Natalie Portman, like female Thor.
Oh, jeez.
$350 to $385. Thor 4 with the new blue and gold that we've seen, especially from the Hasbro Legends.
Mm-hmm.
Deluxe version $400.
No.
Yeah, because the cost of everything's going up. It's just projected to keep going up right now. So don't be surprised if we do see standard figures at 400 and deluxes at like 425.
Doc raises a good point though about No Way Home Strange.
Yeah, I brought that up all the time though. The Infinity War Doctor Strange. If you missed out, this is your perfect opportunity to pick this up.
This is
perfect
making me
opportunity
wonder,
to pick this up.
this is making me wonder how much the Scarlet Witch is going to be.
$325.
Yep.
$10 cheaper than Doctor Strange. That's what's going to be.
Yep.
Yeah.
Which is what's going to be goofy to me is I would then tell everybody, hey, you know what? You should go buy the WandaVision one because they're both going to come. They both will come with the Darkhold.
Yeah, and all you're gonna do is just get like buy
Your
the hands separately from somewhere else, like
Yeah.
off of eBay. Like, hey, here's the
They might have some magic attachments.
Yeah, go to
that
Toy
maybe,
Anxiety, Black Ops,
Or paint it.
Toys, Monkey Depot if you're gonna look for the hands.
Yeah,
Rather than eBay.
but it's just
Wait, the Paradox Nerd is like, yes, but why have so many strangers in your collection unless you're really? Why have so many?
Exactly.
Why? No, not even. Why have so many Iron Mans? Why have so many Iron Mans? Because
That's the question I've always had.
Because people love Iron Man and people love Doctor Strange. That's why they keep putting more out.
Personal preference.
Well, at least the Iron Mans look different though. The Iron Mans look different by armor. Strange looks almost the same.
Here's the thing though. It's personal preference. You can love Doctor Strange and you want every different iteration of him that we have that you can possibly buy because it potentially shows an evolution of the character. Same thing applies for Iron Man lovers. You know, you want to see Mark 1, Mark 2, Mark 3. And again, it's an evolution of the character, but you love that character. You might like Iron Man and you love Doctor Strange. You might buy one Iron Man and all the Doctor Strange, or you might buy one Doctor Strange and 8 Iron Mans. Here's the thing. It depends on what you love, what it means to you. So here's the thing. You don't have to justify what you do to anybody. So again, that's my take on it.
So let me see. Thermal Detonator, what I know you were trying to say something. What's up?
This is what I have to say though about Doctor Strange. I don't care. Give me Wong.
Yeah, I don't care. Give it.
I think there's a
I
good
gave
number
him
of
a
hardcore
Tuscan
collectors.
Raider for a reason.
Give me the Wong.
Oh wow!
Phrasing, my friend, phrasing.
$6 super chat on the shirts once again, y'all. Full screen. Let's see what we got here today on the shirts. All right, let's start off DonPrime. What you got?
I'm wearing my Inspiration 4 mission shirt. Sorry.
Yeah, it's all good. It's all good. Okay, so it's always random with these super chats with the shirts because we don't know what we're wearing today. P Rock, what you got?
The Batman.
Batman.
Whap pow to the moon.
Pow, boom, wow.
Is he where's V at? Is he gone?
I'm getting motion
gone.
sickness from P-Rock.
I can't help it, man. There you go.
I can't see. V is he's muted and gone. Okay, got you.
Old school. Gotta catch them all.
Gotta collect all hot toys, man.
Gotta call on 8 balls.
Gotta collect all hot toys, bro. But
The popcorn thing is still there.
All I got is a plain black tee, so I'm not gonna show it. It's just a plain black
V,
tee.
I mean not V. Lane, show yours.
I don't have anything unique. I just
So-
have. You can see it.
So since we were talking about Iron Man's, right? Okay, so let me see. 485 for the Silver Centurion, and then 455 for the Mark I. These are not full head sculpt either, but the Silver Centurion got the USB powered, and then the Iron Man Mark 85 battle damage 446.
Nate.
$433 for the Iron Man Mark 7. What's up?
You can catch other Hot Toys, but you can't catch a single girlfriend.
Oh, you got me. Because there's a reason
Exposed.
why. There is a reason why I care for more of my Hot Toys than the actual girlfriend at this point.
I just explained that to him. I just explained it to him that you ain't got time for a girl. Too much drama,
Exactly.
too much money.
Exactly. People be
Yeah.
coming
Hot
at
Toys
me.
first.
Hot Toys first. Hot Toys first. People keep coming at me about that. I'm like, bruh, it's only Hot Toys. But Hot Toys, I love
You're right.
them,
You're
and
right.
they
You're
love
right.
me
Hot
back.
Toys are
Okay?
cheaper. Hot Toys are cheaper.
Hot Toys ain't gonna break my heart, man. All right. But anyway, let's go back to the Iron Mans. Let's see what else we got here. 405. So yeah, they've been steadily going up. $30, 46. But they keep adding more and more R&D to them. That's the thing too. Like the USB powered figures now for 485, 455. At least we see some type of improvement that's happening with these Iron Man
Or these
figures.
suit-up versions like the Mark V and then the Silver Centurion.
Yeah.
This is when I'm happy that I don't collect Iron Man. When I see this stuff, I'm like, I'm happy for you guys, but I'm like, I'm so happy.
To everybody in the chats, I don't feed my kid any lines. He thinks of them himself. I don't tell him nothing. So whatever comes out of his mouth is his mouth. Unless it goes too far, then he gets in trouble.
Wu-Tang.
Then he gets kicked
guys.
out of the stream.
Sorry, guys. Remember, if I do get hitched up with someone, that means less streams with y'all and less time for me on Hot Toys.
And it means
Letting y'all know, that's all. So letting y'all know right now. Do you want more Nate or you want less of Nate? You will be getting less of Nate.
True. I'll still be here.
But
With
you would
Don.
also get footage of a cosplay wedding. You'll see Dave dressed up as Tony Stark.
It'll be a cosplay / Hot Toy wedding.
There you go.
Yep. I'm taking my Hot Toys with me on that wedding day.
Who do you think's gonna? Yeah. Who's gonna bless the ceremony? It's gonna be your Hulkbuster. You're not gonna have like a priest there. It's gonna be.
Hey,
the
I'm
Hulkbuster.
actually an ordained
you
minister
say
of
Hulkbuster.
the Church of Life in California. I did it
Really?
online. Yeah, I got the certificate and everything. I'm allowed to actually marry people.
Nice, dude. I'm the same way. I married my friend.
Let me see.
You?
Hey,
That's pretty
Nate,
dope.
she might buy you more Hot Toys. If I find a woman like that, damn, I must be the luckiest man alive. That's all I need. That's all I need. Just Hot Toys. That's all I need.
V,
Hey,
you
as
have
long as
friends?
he doesn't throw stuff
No,
in
I
your
don't.
head in the apartment, you're
I
going.
wish. I
You're my
lied.
friend, V. You're my friend.
That's
I
what I
just-
thought.
I honestly wanted to one up cigars and bacon, and I want to. I
It's
secretly
all right.
want
We're
it.
two lonely. What are we, reverends?
Yeah, we're gonna be like one of that.
Priests.
Yeah, we're gonna be like that Edward Norton Ben Stiller movie.
That's gonna
Keeping
be
the
us.
faith.
Remember, V don't got friends. He got family.
Family. I can't. I don't have sunglasses here.
OG
He's
fan
also
with a
got a
$2 super chat. His eyes lane. He is the most mature on the stream.
I'm happy you put out Lane though. My boy, I'm happy.
Oh, Lane, how does it feel to be the most nominated, the most mature?
No. I'm first. He's second.
Oh,
Get that right. Get that right.
Mature. I don't.
Lane, you're the most reputable guy. If we had to send somebody out, I guess you're the man. It'd be like, hey, Lane,
Nah,
no
I would-
TD, and then with Lane,
I would probably trust Don more.
Don TD. Yeah, you
Yeah,
guys would be our
yeah.
Don even knows like life or death situation type of things, so he gets that world
Don's voice with your
experience.
face.
bonus.
I feel like if we had a lawyer crew, you'd guys be it.
Mm.
It would be you guys
I'll
together.
just say this: if I had to go anywhere to have C&B and P Rock backing me up.
Hell
I
yeah.
I got your sis.
Well, P-Rock's got the shades effect, man. That's already +1 to charisma.
Exactly.
Yeah, I got a top secret look. Like
I am literally a bomb. Why do you not want me to come with you?
Because
They're
you
just
go
afraid to
off,
drop
and then
it.
once you're done, you're useless.
we might blow up on
I have
You're
a respawn button, you know.
You're a threat, but once you go off, you're not a threat.
Well, I mean, to the
You're
threat,
like
threat
an old
zone,
man. Once you go off, you're useless.
Why you bully me?
Oh, jeez.
Why you bully
Man.
me?
So
Hey, everyone's you gotta defend yourself. This is a wild world net. No, what am I? No, wild
so,
west.
hey, let's back to the discussion real quick. But before we got into a whole tangent of stuff, I want to ask. I want to go down the list. So V, if these figures end up costing, so I don't think everybody's going to be costing $400. I think certain characters that by next year are going to be $400 or close to that because of the character and the actor that is behind that character. That's what I think is happening here with the surge of prices, not only for the shipping, the license, the rise of licensing, and what have you. There, I think it has to be also the actor as well or the character, because the Iron Man figures, they go up, they're going up, and then the Doctor Strange, they're going up, and the Spider-Man, they're going up. Luke Skywalker, apparently he's going up. So I'm thinking that's more lines of the character actor, because if you look at the Batman, Christian Bale, only $290 DX. And that's reasonable. $290 DX 19 for $290 for 2 heads. You get 3 heads, no 4. I think you get 4 head skulls with this. Let me see. So you get the light up feature. You get that 1. You get the 2. Let me see. I think there's a light up feature right there.
Yeah, there it is. That's the other head right there.
You get 3.
Yeah.
For $290.
Plus the upgrades too from the original. So
Yeah.
there's actually like reason to get him.
There's never too much Batman.
Never.
So V, I want to hear your thoughts about it. Like, if these figures hit $400,
right?
They can do a split down.
All right. So my thoughts here is basically it's not going to kill me. It's not going to kill me out of the game. Like it'll definitely put a dent in terms of me collecting hot toys. So I'm not going to be going around and collecting every single hot toy. I'm going to be going around collecting the events that I hold near to me. An example that would be is Mandalorian Luke Skywalker. Like he's a high price, but I want to collect the deluxe version because that scene of him in that moment means a lot to me when I watched it. So it's reevaluate how I go about collecting things, because it's not about collecting all of them, and being like the collector and getting like, oh, I got this one, I got that one. It's going to be more of just, I want to collect certain events from certain scenes. Like Moon Knight. Like, am I going to collect Moon Knight if he was $400? Probably not. I'll probably wait until there's something that'd be, accessory or something that would come through, and he's involved with that, then I would probably get him. But Moon Knight, if he was $400, I'd probably I'm passing. He didn't put that much of an impact. I love the show. The character's cool in comics, but is he worth $400 from that moment? Then nah, not really. It wouldn't be a pickup for me.
So I think I feel the same way, V. Like, for me, if I am going to be the collector and start collecting most, if not everything, if I possibly can, right? That means I'm going to have to start sacrificing my army builds. Instead of getting 4 or 6 clone troopers, I'm going to have to sacrifice to get only 2 of each of those clone troopers. And so I could afford to get the higher end figures. You know what I mean? Like,
absolutely.
For example, let's say if Moon Knight was $400 next year, $400, the new Moon Knight, or the new with the head sculpt, whatever, $400. For me, I'm gonna have to sacrifice certain other figures just to get this one. If he is my favorite, if he's one of my favorite characters on the list, you know what I mean? Or so at the end of the day, it's gonna be playing the sacrifice game at this point.
Yeah, no, you're right, man. It's gonna be we're gonna lose a lot of people out of it if it goes up to that, and it's gonna be a shame because the army building of clones is really cool. Like having a squadron of clones is very impressive to have in a collection, and it's something that it's I look at Sean's collection sometimes, and I'm like, man, that is just so fucking impressive, and I love it.
Yeah.
Sorry, I dropped the F-bomb, but-
Yeah, or you get to see sometimes some of the some of the collections have been around a while. Jetta Patrol, when you've seen him with like 8 clones all over the place and stuff, and you just look at that and you're like, gosh, damn man, that is so neat to have that much stuff. I mean,
Yeah.
Nate's the 8 to 10 DeLorean man and everything, but army building those is different than some clones.
The reason why I'm getting 2 DeLoreans is because I don't want to sit down and transform it into the flight mode.
He says 2 now though. He says 2 now, and then he's like, so he's thinking, dude. He's thinking now. He's like, man, I need to get. You're like the price is gonna rise up on if the DeLorean gets re-released, but like if I get them in now and sell them later,
I'm the victim here. I am the victim here. Okay.
Nate's forgetting he has the alt Nate inside him, his variant personality that's actually inside there, that he's already has dreamed up his multiverse of Marty. So he's gonna have 8 Marty McFlys have to come together in a flying squadron of DeLorean time machine. And he's gonna have
backup
on the roof and
already.
His alt self already knows this is happening. It's why he's still working so much OT to make sure he's got all the money for them in 2023.
Oh yeah,
Nate,
This one doesn't
Nate.
know it. That's all.
What's up?
2 turns into 3, 3 turns into 4, and 4 turns into 5.
Nah. The most I'll get is 3. But that's the cutoff part.
Oh, now it's 3.
Uh-huh.
I think we just got a plus one within 30 seconds there. So that number,
I told you, man. The rising prices,
Only
you're getting in low right now.
The
It's a
rising
solid
prices
price.
means the rising number of DeLoreans he's going to.
Yep.
Because they just look like he's a bargain hunter. By the time we get to 2023, they're going to look like a bargain. He's going to be like, man, 2 regular with no sculpt troopers cost $400. I might as well buy another couple of DeLoreans instead because.
Hey, real quick. So Montana 211 and JC, I need your info for shipping your swag bags from Wednesday night.
Tell them how to contact you.
Yep,
Okay,
Instagram,
so
Facebook. If you can't get in contact with me, hit up Nate.
I'll get your Instagram. I'll put it in.
And,
Put up Instagram. Just put up
Okay, I'll post.
Instagram, the DonPrime, Facebook on 6 Scale Survival Guide, and just hit me up. We got your swag bags ready to ship.
But hey guys, remember guys, please hit the like and hit the subscribe button. We got more giveaways coming up this month and towards the end of the year. We got a $3,000 giveaway. $3,000.
Ooh, I gotta get into that
Baby,
one.
here we go.
I'm getting to that one. $3,000 giveaway. Hell yeah.
3K by the time that we're all at Comic-Con.
$3,000 giveaway. Woo.
I will be giving away a 112 Hulk Buster.
And let me tell you guys, that figure is going to be
$3,000.
that.
Give me that $3,000
figure. That Hulk Buster figure, I can tell you guys, I will not be surprised that if that thing like a couple years from now is going to be a super expensive figure. It is totally worth.
I bought it.
Yeah, no, it is.
At
Definitely.
Toy Dojo. I bought this Wednesday night. I got this today on Sunday. So
there's a caveat. Hey, there's a caveat. Let me get into it. So 3,000 subscriber giveaway on the Hulkbuster if we make 3,000 subscribers by what? October? Comic-Con? October? Comic-Con is October, right?
October 6th.
Yeah, October 6th, yep.
Oh, you're
okay. If we hit 3,000 subscribers by October 6th, right? The Hulkbuster is up for a giveaway. That's the caveat. But if we don't, I'm still giving away a hot toy at 3,000 subscribers. So
yeah, I'll probably still give this away, which just won't be in October.
It won't be October. Yeah.
Yeah, but we kind of like want.
Wink, wink.
Yeah. So the reason why we say I always because it always gets people funneled into our channel more. That's why we always ask you guys, hey, you like what you're seeing? Like us, please.
Oh, by the way, speaking of giveaways, Nate, did you get confirmation that the Death Watch Mando made it to its person?
No, I haven't sent it out yet because I want because I haven't gotten a double box yet. I don't want to send it out that way. I want to send it out in a double box. That's the reason why I've been in contact with the winner, so he knows he's waiting.
He is
so
very
once,
good.
So once I have the double box, I'm gonna put it in then he's gonna be sent out. Is Nate good? No.
Yes,
No,
yes, he
I'm
is.
not
He
$3K
said
doing
it.
it.
3K.
No.
He said it. He
Doing
said
a
$3,000
3K for
giveaway. I'm
3K
entering that one,
challenge.
man. I'm entering that one.
Yeah, and again, we just
I'm
want
entering
to.
that.
And again, I just want to mention something out real quick. So we have a fan who happens to live in Europe. He has won a few prizes, but unfortunately, because of his shipping address, we weren't at the time necessarily able to confirm his address, so we had to go with other ways. So he contacted us, let us know he actually has a cousin in the States that he could ship something to. So, and again, we just want to let everyone know. Again, we had multiple Ultraman figures, different versions for prizes, and so we had an Ultraman figure available, and so we actually spoke with him, got information for his cousin, and we shipped it out to him because ultimately we felt bad because we didn't do the proper process of speaking with him, and we
To be fair, we were
just
all drunk
kinda-
that night too. He understood that.
Exactly,
He's
but I
like,
just
y'all
wanna
were
let you
drunk
know,
that night
again-
giving away stuff.
Who's
exactly,
drunk?
but I just want to let you know,
You?
and the fans know
No,
that
no.
we will take care of our fans. You win something, we
sleepy.
make a mistake, we will still make it right. So that fan in Europe, he was sent by his cousin a 1/6 scale Ultraman figure. So with that
Nice.
being said, the summer surprise giveaway will be changing from an Ultraman figure to a G.I. Joe figure in the summer. But we still have bases coming from Oilers. So
Okay,
what we'll be
nice.
doing is we'll be giving away 2 prizes at that point. We'll be giving away a base by itself, and then we'll be giving away a G.I. Joe figure
Nice.
with an Oilers base.
Wow. So we got some very good giveaways coming here, guys, from Geeking Out.
All you gotta do is be like and comment and subscribe to the
and
channel.
again,
and
we
also
have a
don't-
Kenobi giveaway stream video coming up. We still got to film that. We have,
Yes.
again, we still have the Pennywise giveaway with Collector Zone and Marcos. And again, we want to give a huge shout out to Marcos. Check out Collector Zone Cantina for cool codes. Again, he's a legit guy. Check him out.
He has the best prices on Hot Toys.
Exactly.
Yeah, so
Again,
if you guys are complaining about the prices on Hot Toys, he got some good discounts.
Yeah. So like fair warning, like the prices you see is with shipping, so it's already pre-calculated.
Intact.
Yeah,
Right.
and tax.
And-
So it's
and-
like. Go ahead. man.
Except he calculates tax, and I live in a state with no tax, so it's like I got to contact him and like
Nah.
readjust prices.
Here we
Oh
go
man,
again.
woe
No
is me!
tax.
I gotta go through so many steps because I
But,
have.
and I'll still point
Just-
out.
I gotta cough my discount.
Yeah,
Live
I
free
will
or
just
die.
yeah.
So
I will just point
hey.
out. Yep.
go ahead, Lane. Go ahead.
Well, no, I just say we're doing some shout outs. So I would do shout out to a site that of course, I mentioned in the past, Off the Racks, also a really good place to go for finding Hot Toys, especially with rising prices. I'm not going back into all the specific reasons why they're a good alternative other than Sideshow, but there are tons of so many options for getting a lot of these figures now and everything that with the rising prices, you got to be more, I think, selective on how you pick them up. But numbers you're going to pick up. Obviously, we've talked before with the pricing that might affect lines, or where Paradox was pointing out, peace out on Marvel. We might, have to be really selective. Like you might have to really love the movie. Like it's got to be your favorite Marvel movie in years or something like that if you're going to buy some figures of it.
Lane, I wanted to bring this up with you too. Like, so if these figures start hitting the $400 range, for select characters, I don't think every figure Hot Toy is going to be $400.
Troopers will still be relatively cheap in comparison.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
like because you guys might have seen that. Like I'll just use for an example for Star Wars related Andor. It's been hinted that apparently Mud Troopers and Death Troopers are going to show back, or going to be back in those. So if there are Death Troopers, let's say they're Death Trooper specialists and some regular Mud Troopers, we're going to see probably at least one of those get reissued in some form or fashion, maybe some different guns or slight different change to the armors or something like that to make them a little different. Maybe there's more mud or weathering or whatever. Those figures will probably be more, will be obviously more expensive, but they'll be probably within more of a range unless they are like the Death Trooper Deluxe or something like that.
So let me bring up CT603's comment here. 24-hour stream. There won't be a 24-hour stream for the beginning of Kenobi, but I'll try my best to set up a 24-hour stream for the finale of Kenobi. Finale of Kenobi will probably be a 24-hour stream because they decided to move the Wednesday date to a freaking Friday date for 2 episodes. And I'm here like, you messed up the 24-hour stream. So there won't be no stream.
So Kenobi's on Fridays now instead of Wednesdays?
No, it's going to be Wednesday, but they moved it to Friday release because of they're doing 2 episodes.
Okay.
And it's good, and it's supposed to coincide with the Star Wars celebration.
Wait.
Yep.
What do I got here?
Does anyone else go into the celebration?
I got a holocron.
Ooh, holocron.
Here we go with another giveaway announcement. Here we go. Look at that.
Ooh, nice.
I've got a Sith
and what else
holocron.
is in here? What else
Do you?
is in here?
Yes.
We got a Kenobi Kyber Crystal.
Bruh.
Oh.
So this is going to be one of the Kenobi stream giveaways.
So that off too.
Just a preview. We got to shoot the video for it. But again, this is going to be one of the prizes. Again, these are going to both come together. You can put the Kenobi Crystal in the holocron, and then it'll become the Kenobi holocron from Rebels.
We are also giving away a Leia Bosch disguise. Yeah, from Sean Donnelly. That one, however, it will be part of the giveaway, but you got to answer it on the comment section if you want to be involved for that giveaway for that video, because it's only for the United States shipping. That's it. Only for those in the United States. That's for the Leia. So
yeah, so it's gonna be a fun time with a lot of giveaways, man. Just obviously be subscribed. Listen,
Hold on.
obviously we're trying to grow our audience, but we want to want to give back to people that have been with us forever. So it's not like we're like, oh yeah, very good. I can't do it. Can anyone do
Yeah, I was like, what are you doing?
I don't know. I was trying to do Palpatine and I just lost it because I got distracted by the saber.
No Skywalker. Oh, you.
That's more slice alone, Paul.
Hey, Luke, you want to come to the dark side?
You will die.
You're too young for the
Henceforth, you'll be known as Darth Vader.
Yeah, come on.
Stick
Come on,
around.
Luke, I'm here.
Stick
for the dark
around.
side. Come on, it's right here.
What are we doing?
Collector.
Is
No,
that the
our,
impression of what I'm guessing P-Rock and Nate Sounded Boy after their imbibement session? And like before having that voice you were just doing to figure what you guys sounded after your over imbibement session towards the end, where you had to lug out for a little bit.
So no, the collector, yes. Yes and no. There's always giveaways at Geekin Out. Okay, the giveaways don't stop. All right. When there's one, there's another. It's like a hydra. Okay, it's like a circle of giveaways.
Well, Pedro asked a question.
Again, for coming up shortly, we have the holocron and the Bosch Leia. And again, this is a preview. If we hit 3K by the time we're at Comic-Con in New York, October 6th,
Ooh, I can't wait.
we'll give this away. If we don't hit 3K by the time we're at Comic-Con, we might still give this away, but it'll be later. But if you want this, tell your friends, tell your mom, tell your sister, tell everyone, sub to Geekin Out. We hit 3K, I'll give this away when I'm at Comic-Con. And you know what? I'll have Loco Lu choose the winner.
Oh, wow.
Because we'll be together anyway.
It'll be funny. It's like the winner is me. He takes it and runs.
Yeah,
It's me, Deal.
Lou might take that and run. You like all the choices in the circle, as far as I can see, say Lou. He's like, so I win. Bye.
It's like the winner is me, and just lights the envelope on fire.
You can't
So, all right, guys. I wanted to bring up something real quick on the comment section. It was Star Crash 1138. Nice. Always. That's an awesome name. 1138. The new prices are going to create grails. They're trying to purge the pretenders from the contenders. Ho, 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 ho. Now, I did bring this up earlier this week. With my freaking reaction to this 335 from Doctor Strange. I think we might be entering a new phase of grails.
Yeah,
the new age of grails, because not many people are going to go and pre-order now because of these high. The prices are too damn high. All right.
Yeah.
I feel like if they continue this trend with higher prices, collectors are not going to play ball and throw pre-orders like they want pre-orders anymore. So that would send out the message that, hey, you know what, that we don't have to put out as much production or put out that much figures for that specific character, right? So that will create limited editions again, which means rails. The prices are going to be rising up because these figures are going to be so limited, right? In the resale market. I think that pretty much bringing a new age of grails. So I want to hear your thoughts, guys. Don, what's your thoughts on a new age of grails?
I think it's going to be selective as far as grails. Now, when you're seeing an increased price with Doctor Strange, I think not only is inflation, you're paying a new licensing fee for Benedict Cumberbatch. Or Cumberbund, whatever you want to pronounce his name.
Cumberbund.
Exactly.
Cinnamon
So
bun.
I don't think
Cinnamon bun.
the
Cinnamon.
total increase in price we're seeing is necessarily just to inflation. It's also a new.
Whoa.
All right.
Is that Disney? What happened?
He got
Emperor get him?
He made fun
got
of
kicked out.
Cumberbatch.
Yeah. Doctor Strange did it.
Got him. He got him. He going to
He's
the
like,
multiverse.
Enough saying my bad name.
There he is. There he is.
How
Okay,
dare
he's
you.
back. He's back. He's back. Okay.
You sure?
Hold on. Trying to get him in.
Woo.
There he is.
There he is.
Yeah, I've got thunderstorms now, and my internet is crapping the bed. So.
All right, DonPrime, continue.
Yeah. I mean, Hot Toys at this point, I think, with certain characters, they're gonna essentially be forced to charge certain prices because of who they are and the licensing fees that they've agreed to. Again, like Casca Reeves, she's WWE, but because she's still WWE, even if you potentially say she did it on her own, she's a certain level of character who's going to demand a certain amount for her face sculpt or her likeness.
Yep.
Go to Benedict Cumberbatch, and that's in a whole another ballpark. So you're going to have to pay exponentially more for that face sculpt. And then it includes.
Do you think the Grails will make a return again? You said it's going to be just a limited to certain figures. Because the thing is, not all Hot Toys are Grails. Well, for us collectors, they're all Grails. But for others, there is that limited number of characters
they
that
released
are
this. Like, this is even worse when Beskar Mando wasn't even released and they announced a Chrome version. This is even worse because this is even less time in between the release and then the announcement of the upgraded version.
Well, are we still like almost a year away from the like almost a year away or something from even the No Way Home Doctor Strange from coming out still? Even?
Well, here's the thing. The No Way Home Strange comes out, and then 3 months, this is going to come out. Because it's essentially 90% the same figure.
Yep.
But this is essentially a remold, a reissue, with minor updates.
But you're getting minor updates.
Different though.
Yeah, you're getting 2 head sculpts, with the eye.
Sculpt is different. This isn't the same one as the No Way Home. I think the No Way Home isn't that the.
But what he's trying to say is not like a drastic difference.
Well, they are repurposing the Infinity War head sculpt. You can tell this is the same. This is sort of like the same one. They're repurposing it. But the thing is, you could see the improvements in the head sculpts. Like I see it, but it doesn't merit the 335. Not really. But then again, that's why I think that with these higher prices, the age of grails will come back because there's so many figures out here and they're not selling out. But now with the higher prices on these figures, more people will be more selective. They're not gonna go and drop day one pre-orders. Hell, there's people already talking about like once this hits 400, they are gone, and we're about what 60, not even $55 away from freaking hitting that $400 mark. So,
depending where you live, it might be $400 with shipping and tax.
Yep. Yeah, we're starting to talk about J&T statue NRDs now.
How much are they now?
Well, like to put in context for my Catwoman that I did last year, the NRD to do it was $450.
And now is it now?
So it's an Iron Man statue, Iron Man figure, basically.
Yeah.
To get the right to spend more on
it. You just get the right to spend on it. You haven't spent all
more,
of it.
You get that gives you the right to spend more money on it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean,
so what say you, Lane? The age of grails, the return of grails.
I think it depends on how you define grail. I mean, I do think if the numbers of production going down and stuff for certain figures will make them, because I mean, for just Star Wars hot toys, we haven't seen a lot of modern, like within the like Mando figures. We haven't seen many. Had there been any Mando figure? I guess maybe sorta the heavy infantry Mando. Like that would be the close, and I don't consider him a grail. But like that's maybe the closest we've seen kind of recently. I mean, we haven't seen like I guess for at the time maybe the Remnant Trooper for how much it costed, for how much it spiked to, but I guess maybe I think it's gonna be hard for Marvel though to ever see like grail, depending on like for where you're gonna see spikes for them again, just because even though we've had obviously the MCU for a while now, with Disney Plus making shows of stuff and there being we're having more stuff have figures made than just even the movies, with 3 movies a year coming out. I think there's just so much Marvel figures, doesn't matter the character, that it's going to make hard for it's going to make it hard for Marvel figures to kind of stand. And Star Wars may have the same problem in a couple of years, since we've got Ahsoka coming, Andor with maybe multiple seasons. We might start seeing too many Star Wars, not including the legacy stuff too, with Attack of the Clones or Return of the Jedi. I just think it's going to be hard for Hot Toys to get a high grail, except for maybe here and there kind of thing, just because there's always going to be so much. How can you go, like, let's say 2 years from now, and I don't know, we'll just say the integrated suit, like that became really hard to find. Like it sold out relatively quickly and people liked it. But there's like 3 other Tom Hollands already from the secondary. And there's, I don't know, there was a 4th Tom Holland movie that's coming with like 3 different Tom Holland figures. How can you justify, if you're a fan of that Spider-Man, spending, say this figure was worth, with 420, let's say it's worth $550. Like it didn't shoot up a ton, but it's a more it went up a decent amount. So it's a grailish figure. How do you justify? How can you go back and pay that much when there might be 2 or 3 other figures? They're, $340, $350 by 2024, 2025. Can those prices in the secondary make them grails and stuff? Because price is part of a grail thing to a certain extent,
Man.
because stuff that are grails and whatever it is, they go up like Superman Hush, the statue from the Hush line for Prime One. That was, over $1,000, but it sells for $300 to $3,500 now. That's a grail statue.
Yeah.
But
So B, what's your take on it? The age of grails.
Yeah, no, I agree with Lane, man. It's all depending, because like the Marvel heroes are not going to be grails unless it's a specific suit. Like, look at like the Iron Man Mark 7 diecast, like that. For whatever reason, people just grab that up consistently because it's just like one of the cooler suits that they're not gonna that sold out. So it's like it has to be the certain costumes that people love that people will attach to. They're like, yeah, this is the one that I really liked with. Like this integrated suit, you know, as much as you liked it, as much as it was in the film, it's already gone. Like he already showed a new suit at the end. So if you loved it, yeah, you can get it. But like, you know, they're gonna move on to a newer suit. I think the thing is, it's like the Grail status is really going to be coming from, you're going to be looking at the villains. So this is going to be our only time we're going to get the true Green Goblin, you know, that true Doc Octopus, you know, or true Wenwu. Like you're not going to get the other ones from out there. Like maybe they'll show a cameo in another place, but like in terms of like guaranteed, like that's the only time you're going to get that, and that's the Grail you're going to have from those. Not meaning that there's not going to be another Green Goblin or Doc Ock, but
but they also are going to make less. Like they're just not going to make as many as the bad guys as they are, because more people. There's a certain to their philosophy where they make mostly the heroes. Like Marvel is because that more people are going to buy. You know, it's like we talk about one. It's even though it's been coming out, but it's like still in quote pre-order status. I like one that we could talk about. Could we see as a Grail of a recent one? I would say something like Classic Suit Spider-Man could be one like 3 or 4 years from now.
Oh yeah, absolutely,
because
man.
Because look at leaving it the accessories, the price point. I mean, it's a game one, so it's not a movie one, so that would affect it a little bit. But that guy's been a top seller for Marvel for a couple months now, or near the top in the top 3. So that's an iconic looking version of the character. It doesn't matter what the source material is, what it's from. But like this is one maybe. Just it could become a Grail-ish type figure because it's price point. You know, 3 or 4 years that could be, you know, a $450 figure, which just that meal it's Grail-ish because people want it. It's sold out, and it was started at a price point where it was able to rise a little bit, and it, you know, it's gone and maybe a little bit harder to find. Not now, but a few years from now, that's when like just the start price point can affect sometimes when it could go up to, you know, later down the road.
No, I feel you, man. Yeah, that you hit it on the button on that one. This is definitely one of those like future Grails.
But my concern is, it's not really a concern, but like my assumption that might happen in the next few years if Hot Toys keep growing the way they are as far as prices are concerned. Like if they settle somewhere at $400 for a regular 1/6 scale with a head sculpt, that's all. Like kind of like we were saying about Moon Knight. Will that push collectors to tap out? If I'm not spending $400, I'm going to go elsewhere and buy statues or go to 3.0, or hell, if I'm going to spend $400, I might as well go to InArt because they're probably going to be the quality to be a lot better and the figures will be a lot more limited. But the thing is, if the figures are going for like $400 for a 1/6 scale figure for Hot Toys, then the amount that Hot Toys is going to put out is not going to be as much because people are now considering, hey, do I need to spend $400 or a instant pre-order on a figure that I might not want for $400? I would have gotten this for like $285 back in the days, but it's $400.
Or are they going to want it like a year and a half from now after it's announced? That's also another thing. Are you going to still want it? Like, will that, like Nate's point, will that cause people to pre-order less? Like, we're already seeing that kind of culture a little bit. I know we've been talked about it before. But if, like, let's say this was a new figure coming out and it was price point, you know, $340. Like it was a start price $340 and was coming up like in 2024. Would we look at that figure and go, I want this now, but this isn't coming out a year and a half from now. It's not coming out to the middle of 2025. And we're just like, is that going to affect the numbers he's saying? Because I'm going to wait and see, even if a year and a half from now, do I still want it? Because of the price, I have to want it if I'm going to spend that much on it.
No, man, you're right. Because the thing is, like, give enough time to people decide. Because when you get something new, that you might jump on something that you kind of like, but then if something else comes out that you really want to like, you might want to take that pre-order and put it into the thing you actually want to buy. Because your bank account only can go so much. Now we're at a
breaking point.
Yeah, there's so many Hot Toys coming out, and not even that, just so many other third parties or actual parties, official licensing, other 6 scale people that are coming out with high quality that can match the Hot Toys, right?
And lots of cool properties.
But here's another thing, though, V. Here's another thing. third parties are also going higher in price, and also in art, they're dropping $1,000 for 2 rooted hair 2-packs.
Yeah.
All right. So
And a lot of people bought them.
and a lot of people bought them. Yeah. So
I mean, whatever. We may
kinda-
never know the exact number, but
let me bring up. Okay,
go.
so
Go.
So let me bring up something real quick. Okay, so there's a scene in the first Avengers movie, right, where Thor's explaining why everything is happening so fast. Loki is coming into play. You got all these other beings coming in. The reason why the reason, and Thor's explanation was that because you guys were playing around with the Tesseract, pretty much put you guys out there as a warning to others that you are prepared for a higher form of war. And I feel that sort of same way right now for the Once in Scale community. When Sideshow collectors came out in droves and freaking pre-ordered the hell out the in-art figures for that price point.
Yeah.
You didn't think that Hot Toys was looking at that? You didn't think third parties were looking at that?
Yeah, no, it put us, like you said, like you're right, man. It put a sign out there saying that like we're ready. People are ready to buy expensive Hot Toys.
yeah, it's
So
same
it's like
thing with statues. People are like, are we seeing people going to spend the higher amounts on some of that product, or what are they willing to spend,
Yeah.
And that could be for what's going to be popular, whether we think it's the best movie ever. That is going to be one of the at least going through probably to the end through this year, one of the more popular movies from Phase 4 of all the movies or Disney Plus or whatever, MCU stuff. That might be a test that Doctor Strange, and I would assume the Wanda as well. I could see that being, this is that's a test movie. Like, this is popular, beyond, we got the Spider-Man stuff. Obviously, a lot of people get Spider-Man, but they've got most of those figures announced, put out, and whatever their prices are going to be. Doctor Strange, which is a known product, but not as known. He's not Spider-Man, or maybe even Iron Man, or I guess maybe Captain America-ish level, or not even maybe that. He and Wanda are a test.
Test
see if people will pay. We'll see will they pay this for a fairly known character, but a popular movie with a fairly known character, but not necessarily, one of the big 3 original or something like that. And we'll see how they do over the next year for pre-order.
So before we move on to CMB and Thermal Detonator, I do want to bring up the scene again. Pretty much to show you guys what I was talking about here, because the way I was explaining it.
They can't be controlled. Like you control the cube, your work with the Tesseract is what drew Loki to it, and his allies. It is a signal to all the realms that the Earth is ready for a higher form of war. A higher form?
Higher form of pricing. Higher form of pricing. That's what's happening here. That is what's happening. Hot Toys and third party soul, all of us scrambling for an in-art figure.
Our wallets are getting Ultron, man.
Dude, hold on here. Let me check this out. There's a
higher form of pricing. That's what it is. Higher form of pricing.
The evolution of pricing is upon us.
So CMB, let me hear your thoughts. Pretty much the prices, the way the prices are going, and how you feel about the new age of Grails.
Man, with these prices, if they just keep going up the way they are, I see a lot more collectors being selective with what they buy. And with that happening, then we might actually see more and more Grails, because less and less people are actually going to be buying as many figures. So we might actually see more Grails as actual Grails, because less production and less out there for sale and for people picking them up just because of that high price tag. The way this is going, I can almost see like some third parties actually producing Grails, because people will be collecting selectively, and then things that are cheaper, obviously. Like that Doctor Strange, I think that's an awesome one. That could definitely be a Grail, just because that's a funny moment in the movie. And he's got the jacket and the hoodie, the cup of cocoa.
Yeah, it's $154, and then I seen 16 Outfitters. I think they had it for $200 for this. So
Yeah.
or 185, something like that. So yeah,
These higher prices just might. What's going to happen is going to push a lot more people towards third party, and then we're probably going to see a lot of these third parties actually becoming full-fledged licensed companies. So then that'll just be more competition in the market.
means all of our hot toys now can go on eBay at a higher price. Stock collector. Wow.
Yeah, but that, I think this is a good comparison of what we can see for the third, like what the third party is and all that stuff. But you can see the quality difference. Like, yeah, the body looks great, but the head sculpt is not what the. If you go to Hot Toys, you're like, all right, yeah.
But these third parties are getting there.
They're getting there.
Because the thing is, before some third parties, I didn't even see. Like 2 years ago, this would not have been Benedict Cumberbatch. I still see Benedict Cumberbatch there.
Yeah, it's really the pores, like the pore work. Like, I mean, like the tone texture of the pores is the difference on what Hot Toys does. Like, they do a really good job of just making it look like skin lifelike. Like, this definitely is like, this is like a high end doll, more or less.
But I want to ask CMB real quick, because CMB, you don't only buy for yourself, you also buy for your thermal detonator here. So yeah. How would that for a figure that's going for $400 right now? Let's say a figure that you enjoy and your son enjoys, and is a character that's going for $400. Not every figure is gonna be $400, but selected. Like, for example, Doctor Strange. You guys both love Doctor Strange, and this is the end all be all Doctor Strange for you. You were gonna have to spend $900 for you and your son to get it, versus spending the $600 for it.
Yeah, no, I mean, luckily, he's selective on the figures he likes. He doesn't have to collect them all, so that does help with the wallet. Yeah, it's gonna put a hurting on me having to buy, like, let's say two $400 figures. But, smile is what's worth it. That's worth more than money. So, and then it would end up making me a lot more selective on picking up figures, just because now I'm buying obviously for two. There might be some that I would just have to sacrifice and just say, maybe next time, or maybe get it cheaper, or just not pick it up at all, because that's going to be a hefty, like you said, almost $900. That's almost $1,000 for just two figures.
That's a Hulk buster right there.
Yep.
So Peytstrick with the $10 super chat. So subscribe to Geekin Out.
Subscribe.
Now subscribe.
Do it.
Wow, Peter Lamb, he's back. Wow, Peter Lamb, hope you're doing all right.
Lamb, man.
Yo, they haven't seen Peter Lamb in a minute. Hope he's doing okay. Let me see. I bet Scarlet Witch will be the same price. The only way Scarlet Witch will be about the same price as the Doctor Strange Hot Toy, the new one, is because of a light up feature. I could see her coming in with a light up feature. That's the only way. Other than that, I think she's going to be about $325, $10 cheaper. Kept up. I'd been away from 1/6 scale for a minute. Didn't know Hot Toys kept up with the inflation. Bruh.
Nothing much, man. We're just chilling out. We're just discussing inflation price. We became like what is that? I forget that stock show or whatever. I don't know what that channel is. Yeah. So, but we're talking about, like, if it was worth it and all that stuff. Yeah, man. I got these curls, man. I'm gonna be on Miami Vice soon, so watch out.
Bruh.
Yeah, no, I sent this over because it's like, because like the Batman tactical suit on the secondary market is going pretty high for the Hot Toys version. And so they're releasing like a 1/6 version, and you could compare the price. I'm like, hey, is this something, if you need the tactical version, for $200 instead of paying $400, double the price, is it something that you would be like, is this close enough for you to add in your collection, or it's just like too far gone and be like, I can't do it, because I know the head sculpt is a little bit wonky, but you know,
No,
the
this
figure
is a good
itself.
substitute because right now these tactical Madmans, any of the Justice League are going for like 500 a pop.
Yeah,
So
it's huge.
I got lucky because I went back and bought up all of them for cheap before because the thing is I wasn't even aware of the Snyder Cut. I wasn't even aware that was going to happen. But I bought these because I love these characters. Even if the Justice League failed for me as a film, I enjoy the character. And that's the thing. I think what people need to understand is if you love that character so much, even if the film failed for you, that's where that's how you got to play things with collecting. That how much love or how much connection you have with the character to the point where if the movie failed for you, you will still buy that figure. I feel the same way with if some company comes out with a 1/6 Master Chief from the Master Cheeks show that's out right now on
Master
Paramount.
Chief.
Okay, I will still buy that Master Chief, even though I will probably throw away the head sculpt and hide it somewhere. But I will still get that Master Chief because I enjoy Master Chief. It's one of my favorite characters.
Chief's get Master Chad.
Master Chad. But for me, I'll still buy that figure, even if it's connected to that freaking terrible Paramount show. So
I'm gonna say this: where's the love for Kai? If Master Cheeks is getting all this, he removed the pellet. Where's the love for Kai? You know, where's the Kai's Master Cheeks moment? Just saying.
I just want to try and burn that entire show out of my memory.
I'm just watching it because it's a train wreck.
You
know the phrase, people love watching a train wreck?
Yeah.
That's pretty much me right now. Like,
Can't
how
turn away
worse
from
can
car crash.
exactly how worse can it get? And it did. Last episode, it did.
Always
It did.
get worse.
You know what's crazy is the ratings of the show. Like I look at them, they're high as hell. Like so, like people are like the actual critics that are reviewing it are putting it really like, hey, this last episode was an 8 for me, 8 out of 10. And I haven't watched it, but you're saying like that's not the case, I guess. That for the show.
The Silver
I have
Timeline is
not
something
watched
that
anything past episode 6. Because again, once they were getting to that point, Master Cheeks, he touched the artifact, and then it triggered that thing, and then he's having this hallucination with the spy. I'm like, yeah, why?
Hey, quick question: who makes the Blackwing? Is it a brand new third party company?
The one we're looking at right now.
Yeah.
Hold on 1 second.
Ash, that is the name of. That's what the fans have bestowed upon the new Master Chief in this show. It's called Master Chief because he keeps taking off his armor and he starts, showing that body. I want to work that body. Gotta work that body. I work out.
By Art is the person, so it's BY-art.
So they did the Justice League Superman in the black suit as well.
I'll find that one too. I think I just saw it. That's why.
Okay, so they've done previous figures before.
Yeah, and people said that one's good because it's actually the thing that they said is like the height is a little bit corrected. For that one. Oh crap. So here's it is. Black Transcendent. I don't know.
Yeah, it's the same company that did this. Okay.
Yeah, I actually had the normal version of the Superman before I sold it. It's not too bad. They actually included like the laser sculpt head portion for the original black, red and white suit. So yeah.
Wow.
All right.
This also came with the Justice League base though too. Which
I like that a lot.
Version.
Wow. Loco Lu is in the house.
What's popping, people? How y'all doing today?
Lou just kind of hiding off to the side there.
Yeah, a little bit. How y'all guys doing today?
Nothing much. We're just talking about the end of the $300 line of figures. Now is going to be $400 next year.
Well, didn't Hot Toys do this every year? Every
not
6 months?
this drastically, no.
Every 6 months they give us like $10-15 increase, and then it gets a
Well,
little
that
higher
was
and
that was
higher.
within the two. That's what was within the 2 years during the events of the pandemic. Before that, I heard
Yeah.
it wasn't this bad. That's the thing. Before the
Yeah.
pandemic, it wasn't this bad.
Yeah, that's the new thing. It's the new. This is their way of recouping funds and losses or whatever it is that they want to claim right now. But
Oh, hey,
simple-
Loco Lu,
what's up, brother?
answer my PM on Facebook. I got something for you.
All right, cool. I got you. But real quick before I do, I got something new.
What do you got?
You actually bought a Star Wars figure? Aw, damn it.
Oh, nice, man. Oh, man.
Oh.
That is sick.
Ah,
Yeah,
you're a
man,
watch
alright.
guy. I got you.
No,
Yeah.
that's sick, man.
I
I
got the
love that, man.
Wolverine right now on.
Wow.
Oh, damn.
Hey, Loco.
Lou, I hated how you tricked me. I thought you bought your first Star Wars figure finally, and you're like, nope.
No.
Hey,
mate.
Loco.
So- yeah, brother.
You better get those Comic-Con tickets.
Yeah, I know,
'Cause
brother.
guess what?
What? I'm listening.
Yeah.
But
Oh
yeah,
yeah. I saw you posted. I was like, yes. Listen, I'm going to Comic-Con one way or another. There's nothing stopping me. I've just got to make sure I accumulate the days so I can get that day off to hang out with you guys and bug out because that mask is fire and we will be suiting
Hold
up.
on. It's got LEDs in it. I didn't even
I know.
realize it. See,
So-
Who are you
Nice.
gonna go as?
Deadpool in a tuxedo. So that
Nice.
way me
Nice.
and Don match when we go. So I have a nice, red tie with a black shirt, white jacket, kind of a vibe.
Nice, dude.
Or I could go
So-
white shirt, black jacket, whichever word works.
So, quick thing, I wanted to hear what V has to say about this. V, what do you have to say about the Winter Soldier 250? You send me this link.
Yeah, so I sent you this one, and then there's a third party that has one that's pretty much almost like very similar to this one. So you have like a 251, and this is what you typically would get from out of a old school Hot Toys look. Because if anything pops out, we're like 250 is a good watch, right?
Mhm.
But the third parties, what we were talking about, is like they're catching up. So if you posted up the link before this, it's the link before this one. It shows like this is where third parties are kind of at. Like they're getting there, but it's becoming a close race now. So if you really want, it's like 170 compared to 250. I'm like he has a grimace face, but
Grimace.
yeah.
He looks more like Hamburglar to me.
Wow.
Hot Toys
I
still
guess-
look better.
Yeah, Hot Toys is still better, but third parties are catching up though. Like look at So-So.
That's what I'm saying is
Yeah.
that it's obviously not there on Hot Toys quality. Like Hot Toys is always it's there, but like the thing is, it's like it ain't the third party it used to be, and third parties are getting there more and more, closer and closer.
Yeah,
for a
the
fraction
head
of the price.
sculpt. The head sculpt is 65% there,
Yeah,
but they're intentionally not making it Sebastian Shaw.
yeah. But for 170, and if you
Mhm.
needed like a Winter Soldier, I mean, yeah, you could put him in there, and people were like, yeah, okay. But if you put him side to side to a Hot Toys, obviously he doesn't look as good.
I could see people buying this third party just to switch out the leather jacket or even just the head itself, just because they want sway or fabric outfit versus the pleather, because that pleather outfit will deteriorate.
So Lou, I wanted to since you're coming in, I wanted to bring up these questions to you. So we were talking about earlier when these figures start hitting, $400, right?
Oh yeah, tap out.
Some of us going to tap out. Some of us are going to move over to statues. And my question to you is, Lou, will this bring out a new age of grails when people stop pre-ordering as much as that before? With $400, people are going to be like, wait a minute, I ain't going to day one pre-order this. You out of your damn mind.
Are you speaking in grails in terms of finances, grails, or are you talking about grails emotionally? Limited number?
Limited number. Because
Well-
now, since it'll be sending out a message now to where Hot Toys would be like, hey, not many pre-orders are for this one so limited amount for production.
Well, here's the thing. Everything around the world goes up, including food, paper, toilet, gas, all that, right? And your paycheck is the last thing to go up.
Exactly.
Everyone knows this. Everybody knows this. So what this is going to do is give us that hard reset as far as collectors go. They'll pump these out, but then how quick will they sell out? Kind of like what happened with Mysterio. Not so many people hopped onto it, and then next thing you know, blue screen, boom, gone.
But you can still get Mysterio for $250.
You can still get him, but I'm talking about you can still get him, but you can get him at like eBay, Mercari, what you call it, the Facebook, sell trade groups, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I'm talking about as far as like it's no longer in production, it's done. They're not going back to make a second batch, right? This is going to go backwards in the sense of, all right, they're going to slow down productions and be like, okay, whatever's out. Whoever placed an order, and that's that. They're not going to wait for second batches, because if stock is sitting, it is a waste of resources and money, and they're not going to continue to go that route, because then they're burning resources and they're not getting the funding that they want, because all of us see this and like, oh no, we'll wait for discount. We want the new at a discount. You get what I'm saying? Like we're thinking because of what's happening in the world around us, we want the discount. That's going to stop, and you're going to have to buy at price. And you got to tell yourself, when is enough as far as collecting goes? Do I say stop? Yelena, if I get a figure that's like Yelena at $400 at the beginning price tag, I am out of the game.
I'm right there with you, dude. I'm right
out
there with
of
you.
the game. And here's why. Yes, the head sculpt looks amazing on the prototype. She comes with a bunch of different hands, but the only hands you really need is the ones that she's holding the baton, holding the pistol, open display hands, and fist. That's it. Other than that, she doesn't come with nothing. Basically, she comes with barely nothing. She's not a John Wick. She's not anyone else, so to speak. You get what I'm saying? And for me, 400 is a lot to ask for a figure that barely comes with anything and that barely has a wow factor other than her face.
Well, I don't think all the figures are going to be $400. I think selective actors and characters, because of the character and actor and what have you got with the license deal, whatever. Because if you see other characters, you see Star Wars, they're not pulling this. The only one that did it was Luke Skywalker with that. But here's the thing, though. They gave you a choice, though. They gave you a choice. Do you want to spend the $345 with the deluxe edition? But you still get the new price of $285 with just a nice base. They didn't throw that nice base over with the deluxe edition pricing of $345. They threw it with the $285. So at least they gave you a choice. At least Hot Toys is being more being more flexible with Star Wars. But when it comes to Marvel, it's all over the place with the pricing.
Well, here's the thing. Luke is supposed to be a DX line, correct?
Yeah, DX.
So DX is supposed to be the creme de la creme, but yet they gave us two different SKUs. So technically speaking, they are all over the place as well. Granted, you're getting, your bang for your buck, even if you get the regular version, but it's taking a DX that's supposed to be like the end all be all. This is the one, right? With all the details in it, and it's skewed up into two different segments, which is like, that's not a regular, MS style and format. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, like I said, that should not have been a DX. I've been saying this. Ahsoka should not have been a DX. That DX Ahsoka, that should not have been a DX. The last true DX. I'm not talking about Darth Maul solo. The last true DX was that Darth Maul with the speeder bike.
With the speeder bike.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and then you got two of those, didn't you? You get one with the bike and one without a bike.
There are two versions.
There's two versions.
One regular and one deluxe. Deluxe is the one that comes with the bike.
Well,
the
latest DX is this. The 19.
The 19.
Oh yeah, the DX19. Now that was a good DX right
That's
there.
That's a true DX. That's a
true DX. That's right. I forgot about it. Yeah, that's a true DX with 290. You get 3 head sculpts and all the accessories from both films.
Well, this is the 2.0 suit, so yeah, you get accessories from Dark Knight and Dark Knight Rises.
And you get 3 head sculpts with that.
Yeah, but the EMP rifle also fits onto the bat pod, like in the movie that this comes with. So it's almost like the bat pod was designed specifically for this figure, as opposed to the 1.0. So
yeah, exactly. Now, like I'm saying with Yelena, if they give us a figure like that and that type of figure becomes a $400 figure, that means everything else is going to be extremely high, and that's tap out for me, because I rather save my money, buy more Mezcos instead, because I can have more space for those, and they still follow that quality of, yeah, this is soft goods, they have mixed media, and they come with tons of accessories, even though they're getting kind of hit now with the whole weapons pack stuff, but you're still getting quality with Mezcos. So it's like, but I would have to go backwards and go back into the 12 scale.
I just want to jump in real quick.
What's up?
The only reason I'm mentioning this is, so this actress, she's been announced that she signed to be Princess Irulan for Dune 2 and potentially a sequel, Children of Dune. So it's one of those things. How many people are going to buy the figure? You know, because again, Queen Studios has the Dune license. So it's one of those things. How many people may potentially start kit bashing that figure and then this? Because you know you're going to get a rooted head sculpt.
Well, we're not necessarily talking about that per se. That's pretty much assuming that this figure will go up and not resell, but go up in pre-orders because of a certain actor is going to be in their film. We're more talking about the fact that, are we willing to drop $400 on a figure in the future, like a Yelena a set? For example, let's say, for example, Luke Skywalker comes out.
I'm saying the Queen Studios might force this one to go down, actually, if it happens.
Well, it's different character. She's maybe the same actress, different character altogether, because we don't know what hairstyle that individual is going to have. And if you're going to kit bash, you may not want to kit bash with this specific look, because this is specific to that one film.
I mean, I get what DonPrime is saying, man.
No, I know what he's saying. I know.
Yeah, he's and like you're onto something that could be a case. Is like the competition breeds, that's the whole point of having competition. Like,
and don't forget, J&D is coming too.
But also,
J&D, they didn't have any other hot toys. Like, no one else was a hot toy, right?
But didn't we say this in the beginning, though? Didn't we say this in the beginning that Anart might have the whole, like, for example, like the video I showed. The video I showed about the higher form of war, the higher form of pricing, because not only a lot of people went in for the price of the Inart.
And his allies. It is a signal to all the realms that the Earth is ready for a higher form of war.
So
yeah,
pretty much,
I actually, again, I'm just going to tell you this. CMB is probably going to agree with me. I take that in a totally different interpretation than you do.
That's a different interpretation altogether.
What the thing is, what I'm saying is a lot of people, a lot of people went in going in for the $1,000 price tag for the 2-pack of Joker.
Because your hand was forced. See, there's a difference between being willing and being forced.
No. What I'm saying is as well is that everybody was looking at this. Hot Toys sold this. Third party sold this. A lot of people saw this happening within the past 72 hours. Yeah, it was about 72 hours for the open pre-orders, right? Yeah. So people have Hot Toys, if they want to drop $400 on a damn figure, that means that, hey, y'all are ready to pay $400. And I don't want that. I really don't want that. That's ridiculous.
But see, it's more of, we were looking at the quality that they were showing, the quality that they are presenting to us. They're showing us 2 figures, 2 different interpretations of thus figure, rooted hair, which comes into that higher price point, and the magnetic the innovation in technology of the figure with the magnetic hands and forearms, plus the magnetic bases, being which has a wooden surface and metal bars
So
as
you're
well.
talking about the
Plus,
innovation.
it's
talking about the
innovation. That's the innovation. Think about it. They made little miniature bullets to go into a magazine that goes into a miniature gun. That right there is innovation. They're taking it extra.
You know what?
They're
though,
taking it
Loco Lu?
extra.
I know what you're saying, but
They're
the thing
taking
is,
it.
But it's worth $1,000 though.
But
Innovation.
but
but
again,
people-
they're not the first ones to do that.
I'm not saying they were. I'm not
Third-party
saying they
companies have
were.
been doing that for 10 years.
Third party's been doing it for 10 years, but here's the thing. It's still third party, meaning the head sculpt is not quite there, the quality of the figure is not quite there. It's taking all the best of the best and putting it into one. You get what I'm saying? It's taking the best of, okay, if third party's been doing miniature weapons with all these extra bits, let's take that, add that to our figure. Let's take the best sculpt with rooted hair, add it to the system. Let's get us a new design body with magnetic features that hopefully they work. Hopefully they work. It's a new design, innovation, technology. Add that to that, plus the magnetic base. All that adds up to it because all of that costs. It's not like, okay, like they're just taking stuff that they have laying around. This is all built from scratch.
Again, and you know what? Everything you brought up, I can't disagree with you, but I'm just saying, anyone who kit bashes, especially higher end 1/6 military stuff, and they know the General's Armory brand.
General's Armory. I know what you're talking about. I know exactly what you're talking about.
That's the stuff I buy. So you know right off the bat.
Yeah,
that's
I know
on
what you're
the
talking about.
higher end.
That's the highest of high when it comes to that. But think about it. They actually included with the figure. So it's not like something you got outsourced and it's a higher price point out there. It's already included into your stuff. So all that's an innovation technology just for the accessory piece, the weapon itself, versus the figure. And having all that culminate together, plus you're forced to get two figures instead of just getting one off, which a lot of us were complaining because it's like, oh man, I could have got this one or I could have got that one instead. I really don't want to get this one, but I'm forced to get this one. Plus you had the 3-day window, which they told you, and then turn back around, the window doesn't even matter, right? So it's a sleight of hand, if you will, in one aspect, but then again, we still don't have the end product to see how it's going to kick them or praise them, right?
So basically, you're saying at this point it's a 2-card Monty.
2-card Monty. It's 2-card Monty basically at this point, because right now Hot Toys is watching and all the other people are watching, but they're watching on the hype because there's no delivery yet. Everything is hype. So remember, follow the hype. Don't fall for the hype.
Well, a lot of people fell for the hype.
I didn't buy it.
I mean, I got the basic pack.
Yeah, and the basic pack was how much after taxes? $345 after taxes.
$345.
For the plain sculpt. For the plain sculpted version, right?
Yeah, so it's in the same price range as some Hot Toys.
It's in the price range of some of the Hot Toys that we were getting already. And that's the sculpted version.
The thing that sent it over the edge was the 2-pack for $1,000.
Exactly, but Loco, you already know. I already have a custom version in the jail.
Yeah. I
saw the Toys box jail cell. And I made my own custom logo for it. But it's one of those things at that point, once I already have that, I don't need the 2-pack. I just need the basic Toys InArts Queen Studios one. So at that point, since I already have DX19 now and the Bat Pod, so essentially now I can do 2 scenes. I can do, the prison scene where he's on with my custom figure.
I know.
And then I can do the scene with the proper, machine pistol where he's going to Batman, hit me, do it.
Yeah. Yeah, I got you. No, believe me, I get what you're saying, Don. Like you found a way to get what you want that they were offering at a lower cost and different quality, but lower cost, and still have the display value. Completely understand that, but Hot Toys don't care about that. Neither does J&D nor Queen. They only care about catching us on the hype and giving us what we ask for as far as quality, but we have to dish out the money for this product. Now we're watching this happen in fruition, and we're seeing nothing as of yet. Everything is still in limbo, but the price tag hike is something that's happening more and more often than not. And this
Well,
is just
not only 1/6 figures, but
everything.
everybody's is
Everything.
price hiking.
Yeah,
The
and
baby
I'll just say this,
formula,
and I'll just say
toilet
this.
paper, shipping, everything is going up.
Food, gas,
Dude,
clothes.
and again, I'll just tell you this. I just closed the deal on a Ford Bronco yesterday. The difference between the sticker price, what the dealer, like what the factory sends the dealer,
Mhm.
and then what the dealer actually charges because of additional prices,
Mhm.
is anywhere between $2,000 and $4,000.
Yep.
Because even putting it on a truck, an 18-wheeler from Kentucky to up here in New England, the prices have quadrupled.
Mm-hmm. Everything's gone up. Everything. So this is putting your money at question. What's more important, the figure that you buy to show off and actually display in your collection for you to watch every day, or the house that you live in? Remember, collect responsibly. All these
The figure
extra
I display.
Yeah. No. Listen, collect responsibly.
Exactly.
Do what you need to do to make sure your home is secure first, and then make a decision on what you want for, collecting these figures. And look, this is coming out next year, Christmas. It probably will get delayed anyway. And with the way Hot Toys has been going, it's Captain America Endgame all over again for everything. We're waiting.
And here's the
Like a
thing, Loco
circle.
Lu.
It's like a
Like a
circle.
circle. Like a
Well,
circle.
and here's the thing.
I see you
I'm the
doing
guy-
that freaking circle.
It's a circle. It's a
It's
circle.
a circle.
Well, again, I'll just say this. At this point, the way things are going, yeah, you still got to plan for things. And again, I'm the person, I put my money away first to my bills. I put money away, and then I have my play money. But, and again, and Loco Lu probably is going to understand what I'm saying. At a certain point, the way inflation is going so much, it's almost like if you put certain portions in the bank, it's almost like you're almost losing money the way things are inflating.
Mm-hmm.
So Sebastian's asking, okay, so let's keep this the final question of the day for the stream. How much do you guys think Toby and Andrew Garfield's figures will be? So if we're looking
$345 deluxe packages, a $680
deluxe
2-pack.
345 for each.
Accessories.
345 out the door, kind of like the No Way Home battle damage Spider-Man, because that's the closest I see right now of a Spider-Man.
But they'll have Statue of Liberty displays.
Well, we don't know if they will or not, but if we're assuming that they will, I see where Don's going with it. If I assume not, and they're not going to give us more resources to throw away as far as bases is concerned, and they just give us the 2-pack, I could see the 2-pack going for a good $615.
If they do a 2-pack.
If they do a 2-pack. If they do individuals, easy 285, 290. If they go 300 route, it's like, okay, they're asking us to tap out and put in our collecting cards and cash in our collecting cards, because there's going to be a couple of people who's like, okay, I'm gonna keep going, but if my money's not going up, my collection won't grow either, and that's it.
Well, at the end of the day,
Punisher Access is completely right.
Plastic crack is more expensive than real crack. Hey,
Yep.
plastic crack keeps you alive better, though. Keeps you alive longer than
Does
the
it?
real crack.
In theory.
In theory.
hey, man! I'm constantly happy with the figures I collect. You know what I mean? With actual crack, though, I don't want to get into that.
Well, yeah, no. Well, if we start seeing you get into that point where you starting to light up a DeLorean and trying to smell up the burning plastic, well, no, I don't think it's happening right now. They might be having something going on. We probably need to try and talk to him a little bit later.
Yeah, this is the promo edition with a display base too.
Yeah, but this comes with a display base and comes with an extra head sculpt, the half head sculpt.
Mm-hmm.
So
all right. So I'll just so people are saying that the Statue of Liberty might actually include a potential licensing fee. So instead of Statue of Liberty, what about scaffolding? As the display
Scaffolding
base?
is the most easiest and common, and chances are they'll give us to that in cardboard.
Or it could be the
Well, I
villains.
mean, I'm
It
not
could be
even
the
talking
last
about
two villains.
cardboard. I'm
It could be
talking about the actual,
Lizard.
like, the
It could be
scaffolding
Sandman.
pieces.
Well,
Or
it could be
it could be
Sandman
that.
and Lizard with the scaffolding. It would be Sandman and Lizard with a scaffolding base.
And I've just said this, and I've said this 1,000 times before. They only need to essentially slightly remold the Spider Monkey Deluxe set that included the Molten Man that lights up. They just slightly remold that. They paint that, remove the battery port. Guess what? That's a display base.
But I was gonna say something else. Is that Denobi loves to throw this line though. If but you gotta pay the ultimate price, right?
Mm-hmm.
At the end of the day, you gotta pay the ultimate. You can pay the ultimate price, but you gotta pay it within reason. Within reason,
Mm-hmm.
right? You can pay the ultimate price. At the end of the day, if the figure is going for $400, you're gonna have to make sacrifices for that $400. Unless you're stacks on racks on racks on stacks on stacks on racks, that $400 is like a Black Series figure to you. But at the end of the day, for the average Joe, you're gonna have to make sacrifices to spend $400 on a Yelena figure. And let's throw Yelena out there as an example. Yelena figure is your favorite. Yelena is your favorite character of all time, but she's going for $400 retail price, and that's in the near future, right? Or hopefully not in the near future, maybe 2 or 3 years from now. But I doubt that's going to happen with the way prices are going up. I fear she's probably going to be $400. For example, if a Yelena figure like that.
I just want to say one thing. We might now actually have the potential to get a 1/6 scale Christopher Walken figure.
Okay, here we go with the Dune. Yes, maybe.
Yeah,
maybe
Christopher Walken was cast as Emperor Shadowjan.
Yes.
Shadowjan.
Yep. We
I'm
are.
just gonna say that might be the greatest casting in sci-fi history ever. I'm just gonna say that. So
Better than Patrick Stewart as Professor X?
Better than Christopher Lloyd in The Mandalorian season 3?
Exactly, DonPrime. What are you talking about, man?
Come on.
No, I'm just messing with you, Don. I know.
Better than Loco Lu
I
and
don't
Geekin
have
Out?
a frame of
Better
reference.
than Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness?
Hey, come on. Hype.
I'm messing with you, man. I haven't read the books.
Better than
I need Lane
James
to-
Earl Jones as Darth Vader?
James Earl
Better
Jones
than-
as Admiral Greer.
Better than William Dafoe as Green Goblin? That took too long to
Agent
get.
Way
Smeckler.
better than way better than Amber Heard as Mira.
Is it
Better than, go ahead.
is it better than Wong as himself?
I do have to say the one thing that I want that if they do a Wong from Multiverse of Madness has to come with, he needs to come with a karaoke mic.
No, he needs to come with suitcases and a parka.
I wish from No Way Home. Yeah.
Don't cast that spell.
What's
cast
crazy is that they just not even a third party has made Wong. That's what gets me. Is like there's
They've
no
made
third party.
Ned, but they won't make Wong.
I don't get it. Does everyone hate Wong?
Wong is like that secret glue to the whole franchise or even MCU at this point. He's like the guy that goes in after. He's like the fixer or the cleaner.
Yeah.
He goes up and he makes sure nothing's screwed up after the fact. No one's blamed. He cleans everything up.
Let me answer Pedro real quick. It probably won't be a 2-pack C-3PO and R2-D2. The reason why C-3PO and R2-D2 wasn't a 2-pack because C-3PO was already too expensive. C-3PO was literally a die. It's a die cast. C-3PO is a die cast figure. If he wasn't a die cast, then most likely C-3PO would have been a 2-pack with R2-D2. If he was not a die cast figure.
Yeah, C-3PO was 2018 die-cast Iron Man pricing at this point. Yeah, like 2018 die-cast Iron Man.
But we can't, because the thing is, you can't throw away the 2-pack Spider-Man just yet because there's nothing to, cut that theory out as of right now. But for example, like I said, the CGO being a die-cast, that's the reason why it ended up not being a 2-pack. because it's a die-cast figure. They were either, and that would have been. Let me see, for CGP and R2D2, that would have been pushing $700 at that point.
Yeah, and they're not ready to give us a $700 price tag or $1,000 price tag for a 2-pack like InArts did, because they still seeing how we're responding to these single release increases. Because look what happened with Doctor Strange. He was $315 with that diorama base. Now he's what?
335
without the extra accessories.
335 without the extra accessories. Look at that. So you're talking difference in
and no light up either too. 335 with no light.
Here's the thing: 80% of this figure is a reissue.
No, not 80. Not 80.
80% of this figure is not a
Not,
reissue.
not 80.
No, Don.
No.
90% reissued. I'm with you, Don.
No, Don. The closest thing to reissues is the hand shields, the bands that go around his, not the magical bands around his wrists, the hand gestures itself, and maybe the third eye is the old sculpt just with the sculpted
third eye
on top of it. Yeah. No, but I'm saying it's an old sculpt with the third eye on top of it. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, but here's the thing: you're only thinking.
Hey, I'm not finished yet.
You're
I'm not finished yet.
Fourth dimensionally. You're not.
I'm not.
Fourth dimensionally.
I'm not finished yet. Don, I'm not finished yet.
Let the man finish.
You got the base body itself that's more than likely the same, right? But then the material that they're using for the cape is different because it has a blue patch in the back of it, right? Then you have the suit itself. It's a brand new suit. The bands on them and the boots and even the belt, his sash, is brand new. And then you got the newer magic effects that are added on top of that. So it's not a 60% reissue. And that's where my disagreement is.
Okay, I mean, I'm just saying, like, some of the new accessory sculpts, they actually look like some of the flame effects. They've just been stretched out. Then they've added the new dragon sculpt to it.
Well, there's accessories that transfer. We've seen this before, but the actual figure itself, it's the figure itself. The material is going into it. The brand new, the brand new stitching is going. It's not a complete.
I'm
reissue.
1,000% wrong, and I accept it, and I'm happy to be proven
wrong.
No,
I'm just disagreeing with you because I see the new stuff in it. I see a lot of the reissue stuff, but it's not the number. Like I would say, like 20% of this is probably a reissue, and everything else is new because the design of the outfit is like the main seller. The head
the
sculpt,
315. The 315 is more of a reissue.
Mm-hmm.
The 315,
You know what?
315 is a reissue.
Yeah.
You know what? Now that you bring that picture up, you know what? I almost think this is almost like an amalgamation from Sinister Strange from What If and Mom What Strange, especially because it's got like the dragon print from on his uniform.
But all right, guys. That's pretty much it for the stream. I know we shared a lot of thoughts about how we felt about what's going on with the pricing, and some of us have expressed that, hey, you know what, if Hot Toys goes into that $400 route with the damn Yelena situation, then it's tap out season. I think that will be a tap out season for a lot of collectors.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, because it's not Iron Man. It's not Iron Man. It's not diecast. It's not electronics.
I don't necessarily think it's going to be a tap out necessarily. I think at that point, if Hot Toys does go to 400 plus, I think you're going to see a rise of the third parties even more because they're going to go in and they're going to fill that niche at 190 to 260.
And a lot less figures being bought each year by people. Like we're going to be buying several figures a year or 3 or 4.
That means Lane's going to be selling much less.
Well, V brought up a point that they're catching up in prices as well with the with Bucky. Yeah. So if they're catching up in prices, then it's saying like, yeah, that's going to be the lower standard, but are they gonna pump out the same quality? You know, and when I say same quality, same quality that they've been doing, like Soso's been pumping out good quality.
No, I mean
recently.
they see
So-
the thing is what I'm saying is that they're finding that when they put more quality into the figures, they're getting the response for the prices.
Exactly.
So like
Yeah.
if they come under Hot Toys and people are like, yo, that's I know it's not Hot Toys, but that's pretty slamming, man. Like look at the
Yeah.
Gambit. Like
Yeah.
Gambit
for like what they're charging, it's worth it.
yeah.
Like that's what they're going for, because essentially they know the consumer. Is if
For sure, man.
the consumer knows what they've paid is reflected in the product they've got and will display accurately. Well, not even accurately, but well in their collection. 99% of collectors are going to be happy with that,
Yeah.
and that's what they're going for.
But so, all right, guys, that's all we have for today. Thank you all for watching. Thank you all for coming in and sharing your thoughts about how we feel about the prices. Just at the end of the day, just be careful with how you spend your money and how you collect. Most of these figures, not all of them, will not sell out quickly. So you got time to work on them. Maybe a discount will pop up here and there. So you don't have to literally day one pre-order. And I've seen that not many people did day one pre-order the Doctor Strange because he's not surpassing the bestsellers on the Star Wars figures right now. It's only been a few days, but we'll see in the next week or so. But right now, R2-D2, Clone Trooper, even Batman, DS19 are up there. Doctor Strange is down there with the Batmans right now. But there was a surge of pre-orders for this. So I'm hoping you guys are safe with your money because...
And we got another surge of Attack of the Clones pre-orders coming.
Exactly. And
Yeah.
And real quick, I
Star Wars
know,
month.
and again, I know we do stuff with other people, and again, this is not sponsored. Again, if you're looking to do pre-orders, you're looking for a good quality company. You know, they do Hot Toys, but they mainly do like Fig Arts, other stuff. Again, look at Toy Dojo. They're in Austin, Texas. I talked with Ed, the owner. Again, the current environment, the economy, you know, it's hurting him. He's a mom and pop style of store, just like all the other stuff we recommend. But he also has, you know, other, you know, like 1/12 stuff that other stores don't normally have.
Lots
Exactly.
of stuff.
Give him a look. He has lots of Hot Toys on pre-order. His customer service is on par with Sideshow. So again, he's a mom and pop, just like the other stores we recommend. Give him a look, help him out. You know, it'll be appreciated.
Yep. I'm just like I can drive there in about 15 minutes.
Yeah, and Lane knows. Lane knows.
I've been to the physical address.
Exactly, and again, I've known Ed for 10+ years. So again, if you're looking, just again, it's another mom and pop. And again, they carry pretty much everything that like Big Bad Toy Store was. But believe me, they're not as big. They don't have the market share. So again, if you're gonna look for a new place, just check them out.
Yeah, man.
Then, wow. I'm sorry. I just got distracted by Loco Lu there for a second.
It's just party rocking, dude.
Always right.
But all right, guys. If, like I said before, if Hot Toys keep putting figures like this, the prices away they are, speak with your wallet, and also collect what you can. Collect what you can. Don't collect what you like. Collect what you can, because I like everything. I love everything. Okay, I am the perfect example of collecting everything I love. Because Lou brings it up every damn time, so I beat him to it. I collect everything I love, but I don't recommend you to do this. Just
he is the sixth DeLorean man.
Yeah, I know. Like you're gonna see his back. It's all DeLoreans.
All DeLoreans.
Yep, all DeLoreans.
Nate has everything under the sun, including the army building stuff. So, you know, next thing you know, you must collect all Boba Fett's, must collect all Vaders, must collect all Troopers, must collect all Star Wars, must collect all Spidermans.
I'll just say this: I got 3 Modu cases scheduled to come in on Tuesday and Wednesday.
Wow, damn, dude,
nice,
wow.
Nice. You bought up the last pair, right? Outside show.
No, well, I bought 2 of DF. I got 2 of the 55s and 110. So, as Tony Stark said in Iron Man 2, it's remod time.
Remods. Wow. Let's get it.
All right, guys. Remember, we're just simple collectors trying to make our way in this freaking galaxy. And may the wipe us with you.
Take care, everybody. Have a
Later,
good night.
everyone.
Remember
Thank
to
you,
hit the
everyone.
like,
Stay
please, as
safe.
well on your way out. Thank you again.
Bye.
Bye. Also, guys, if Hot Touch keeps doing this, I'm gonna be like this and for the next rest of my life.
Oh my god.
Django Fett coming out tonight.
I can't.
Get up.
Oh God, I can't go through it. I'm telling you.
We don't have time for this. We have to go.
Next month, right?
Oh God, you don't want to see that.
That's gonna happen next week.
That's gonna be Nate after seeing his next.